Well, let's see. What could possibly have gone on this week? All I have to say about all of this is Bashers. Cheers, everybody. What a week we had or didn't have. How unbelievable that happened to us. So crazy. It's crazy to me how that could have happened. I don't know how, but well, I do know how it happened. But at the end of the day, all in life, I guess, is not fair. Welcome to the return of iBashers. I had an entire week off, and I did not like it. Not one single bit. Yeah, I got some things done. I took care of Rose, did all my usual stuff, spent more time down there, which I guess was nice. Worked on some music. Tried to keep myself busy. Didn't get on my bike like I've been saying I'm going to do. Got them all set up. Didn't do it. But anyway, let's have a drink. Everybody in the house. Let's just, and I'm going to guzzle this because this is the first one in a long time. Cheers to all of the incredibly beautiful bashers for all the kind words, all the emails. I mean, humbled in a million different ways. Thank you very much. Cheers to you all. That'll get me a buzz. What a week we had. And we've already started out with a bang. Andrew Rolkowicz, Canadian $10. Unbelievable. I don't need a therapist. I have an understanding for a former bartender. I can pour my own beer. But here's the tip for listening. Andrew Rolkowicz, you're a legend. And then he comes even harder with 50 Canadian. You are the blessing that all the bastards deserve. I'm not. You guys are. Continue to be an inspiration in others' lives. Upvote and subscribe. Everyone, I'm working a close tomorrow. Oh, boo-hoo. Close or close? Close. And we'll be watching the recording. And I'm so sorry that you're not here. I'm going to give you a giant bang boom because that's you. And then he comes in with another 50 Canadian. In hindsight, a $10 tip for listening to me was a bit light. You gave me 110. Become a Patreon if you can. Please, they're all on the bottom there because all of the Patreons and all of the bashers, all of you guys, the regular folks who come in, even the folks that don't watch the show and they hide in the shadows sometimes, they wrote me emails. My email box is filled with incredibly joyous and wonderful people who missed the show and missed our little thing that we have, this nice little gang of folks that give a shit. So thank you so much. And another giant bing bang boom. I'm going to give you another one. Steve Mac 3 with £4.99, which is like $1 zillion in American money. Carolyn Martin coming in, the lady with the wrench with 50 balloons. I'm so excited to be back. I can't wait to catch up with everyone. Me too. 10 minutes to go. Well, we're live now, my love. Thank you so very much. Giant bang boom, mega super chat. And the boys over at the Parody Channel, 20 balloons. Welcome back, pal. Getting out of jail is fun. I know how you feel. Have a great show. Cheers, fellas. Thank you very much for that big bang boom. Big bang, giant boom. And Nathaniel Hannon, welcome back. I just got home to Atlanta from Croatia, and I am shattered. I know, I've been there, and it's a beautiful place. Thank you, beautiful Nathaniel, for all that you do and all you are. You are one of the world's most wonderful people. Just know that. I know everybody on the Bashers knows that, but I just want to tell you what a wonderful man he is, what a great friend. He's all of those things. A generous person to a fault. He's an incredibly wonderful, gifted, intellectual, sublime human being. We love you so much. Thank you so much for all that you do. And let's give you the biggest jang bang boom we got. Let's go with Megan. So yeah, here we are. Thank you guys very much for that. It's a very sweet welcome from all of you. Who's in the room? Andrew's here. Ray, he's not here. Ray, I'm Dirkidus. I mean, I'm Spartacus. Ray, Hitesh, Kevin Landon, Nick B. Hey, Nick B. Hey, upvote if you can. Give us an upvote if you can. It really helps out the channel. You, especially now. I want to also say something that's really, really, really. Look at it, 72 people already, even before the big guy shows up, guys. I hope everybody who super chatted us last week gets a refund, because they pulled that on me, and it was a big night. It was almost a $400 night. It was one of the biggest eyeBashers we've had in quite a while. We were having the greatest time ever. And check your statements to see if, I don't know how it works, if they refund you. I mean, they should, or if they give it to me down the line. But I just want to say that, well, I get to look at YouTube Studio, and it's not, that money definitely didn't appear. And the worst thing I would want is any of the bashers to get ripped off. That's not cool. And a couple of things we'll talk about when the big guy gets in here, about how it happened, why it happened, and probably why it shouldn't have happened, because there's a lot of reasons for that. Scotty Love, they called him Scotty Love. You're receiving a YouTube video from a New York correctional institution. This video is from inmate Dirk Kennedy. To accept this video, press 1. To deny, press 2, or disconnect. That's rich, my friends. That's how I felt the whole time. It was absolutely crazy. There he is. Hey. How are you? Did you have a great time? I watched a lot of your show. Were you able to see? I was chatting galore in your show, but I don't think you could see it.
I think I saw 1 or 2 of your comments. I wasn't watching the comments a whole lot. I just, every now and then I go back and I read a comment, and then I go off on a rant. Scotty Love, you were receiving a YouTube video from my correctional institution. This video was made. To accept.
Send me a file.
That is so clever, man.
That is super
clever.
Crazy. Yes, clever. Look at this, starting over the bang. Andrew with 10, Andrew with 50, Andrew with 50, Nathaniel with 50, Carolyn Martin with 50. It's just unbelievable. And your
they're all
boys,
delighted to have you back.
JHP, you didn't get a big bang boom, $20. Thank you so much. Mega super chat. Thanks, everybody. I got some prosecco, and I guzzled the glass. I cracked it open the second I got. I did your quiet move. I did the Alec Baldwin thing. I just did this, and I stayed real quiet, and then I cracked it open. The Alec Baldwin where he just starts his things like this.
Yeah, thoughts. Just thoughts. It's so great. I love the way he does that.
Cunts. So
how
here
was
we
it?
are.
How was it really? Was it shitty, or did you?
I felt neutered. I felt. Listen, I've been doing this now in October. It'll be 2 years, right? That's crazy to think that it happened.
Yeah, when you said that last week, I was like, really?
Yeah.
It feels like a year.
So because you and Carolyn Martin since July had been telling me that I should do that, and I was like, oh, I don't think I could do that, blah 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 blah. And then you said, can I give her your phone number? And I was like, yeah, I don't see why not. Is she a murderer?
She was the one that kind of mentally pushed you into it, psychologically. She did all of that work. I did the engineering of the actual, like, making the channel and all of that stuff, like allowing it to actually happen. But I think Carolyn was more like the encouragement from it.
Well, she called me on the daily and say this, that, or the other. So I've been doing it now for almost 2 years, and it just felt really, really weird. I couldn't comment, I couldn't post, I couldn't warn
you were really in jail. Wow.
I couldn't say anything to anybody. Anytime I went to do anything on YouTube, it would just say unable to complete the task, unable to. Yeah. And I even tried, like, once I realized I was able to chat on your stream, I said, oh, I must be out of jail. So I went to go post the thumbnail, and it said, YouTube is preventing you from posting this upload. It's like, shit, what did I do? Damn it. So the thing that, and I don't know if I should just take it lying down or whatever, but like the thing that really rocked my world is when you sent me that Jesse Murph video.
Which one?
You sent me the 1965 video.
Hmm.
So for anybody, for all the bashers out there and everybody from his channel, and anybody, you know, who even like kind of remotely watches the show, we got a terms of service strike against iBashers last Friday, and it's not a copyright strike. It is you sign an agreement when you open up the channel that you will abide by their rules,
right?
And it's very simple. And by the way, I read through them completely this week. More than
Of course you did. Of
Yeah.
course you did.
And which is not something I have ever done before.
No,
but,
it's so you to read through everything.
Yeah, I read it. I read everything. So there's nothing I don't know about what they say is cool. But what they say is that the no nudity is allowed. And I firmly understand. I completely
I get it. It's I wasn't thinking it was complete brain fart. It's completely my fault.
No,
but of course, then
regardless
this
of any
video
of that.
came up. This pop video came up.
Yeah.
And I sent it to you, going, hold on, there's a couple completely having sex in the video.
He's banging her doggy style, and they're both naked.
And there's no blurring.
There's no blur.
Yeah.
And then when he's asleep, she takes a big gun and she sticks it in his mouth.
Now, I'm not going to put the video up. By the way, I've got some Melania Trump booby pictures to show you, Dirk. No,
Jesse
I'm not going to
Murph.
pull it up, but I'm gonna put
it's my joke. I'll be like, see you later.
Okay, guys, I won't even put the link in the chat. Jesse Murph, 1965. That's what
go watch that video. Yeah, you sent it to me, and I just sat there like this. I was taking it. I was like, okay, I get it.
It's 1 minute 30 in, right? Let me check. I think it's 1 minute 30. Yeah, it's 1 minute 30. There's completely a couple in the mirror or through glass, completely having doggy sex.
Yeah,
you can't see his genitals, but they're completely naked.
But her breasts are there,
right
there.
Right,
she's naked completely, and they are having intercourse in this video.
Yeah.
Which
makes me wonder then, it makes me wonder two things. One, is it a Trump thing? Is it the fact that I was showing Melania? Because, Melania might be in the Epstein files, and he may be trying to protect her more than he's trying to protect himself.
How old would she have been?
He met her through that gang.
Oh, totally,
Yeah. So maybe there's some sensitivity there or censorship there, and this Jesse Murph isn't infringing on that. So it's not about nudity, it's about who you're showing. The other thing is that there could have been some of the trolls may have seen the boobies and reported the channel because they saw the boobies.
I had that conversation.
Because that would really be their style, because people who are very happy with their own life absolutely want to go and scrutinize other people's lives. Not.
Yeah. I mean, I had that conversation with Carolyn. I had that conversation with Paul. I was like, oh shit, did somebody report the channel?
There's a very, very big chance that one of the guys, even someone who may super chat you, dislikes you or dislikes me. More likely they dislike me, and just wanted to fucking fuck with us.
I mean, I would like to not believe that to be true, so I will take that.
Because you're a nice person.
It's possible, I guess, at the end of the day, and it worked. If that was their objective, it worked. So there will be no junkery being shown on this channel.
No.
It couldn't be Melania, because a lot of stuff came out this week that I didn't know that the first time Donald ever slept with her was on Epstein's plane. That came out.
Yeah.
And obviously maybe she was in his coterie.
She met him through it. There's some guy who would bring over women from Eastern Europe and so on to the United States. He was an escort kind of source guy.
Broker.
He would basically find gorgeous girls with no money and nothing, no prospects in their life, and said, do you want to come over to America and be with millionaires and live a beautiful life like you've seen in the movies? And they were like, yes, I do. And he'd put them on a plane and he would take care of this stuff. I can't remember his name, but he was that kind of pimp character. And that's he basically landed Melania on Donald's lap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What's possible? Hey, John Power, welcome back. Were you impacted by any of the flooding in the city? You know, I was not, and I will tell you the following. When that rain happened, it didn't happen here. It happened, there was almost like we must have been in the eye of that storm,
Oh,
because
really?
it happened twice, and it happened also yesterday. There was a big deluge, and it didn't happen. Yeah, thumbs up if you can. And it didn't happen here. But when that big monster flooding thing happened, it really didn't impact where I live, in a place called Long Island City, which is right next to Manhattan. It didn't happen here. So thank God. And thank you for
Wow.
asking. Big bang boom for that. Let's give you the other cowbells. Oh my God, Gabri with 100 euros. Wow. Was Melania's knockers worth it? I'm gonna say yes.
You know, 100 euros right now is about $120.
I
You know how
know
weak
it
the
is.
dollar is?
The dollar is a mess right now.
Yeah.
Gabri, that's as big as they possibly get, and you know who that is. It's our good friend, Mr. Bernstein. And Lord H with $9.99. Remember, PayPal is better. It certainly is. You have no idea, because you know what? They don't take. And always remember, here's another tip. If you're going to send money via PayPal, do friends and family.
Yeah, why not?
Because otherwise, everybody gets a piece taken out of it. It's a much nicer way to do it for you and me. And thank you very much, Scotty H. Nuts, 10 balloons. Boom!
Where is your PayPal again?
My PayPal is
Basherdirk, is that it?
No, it is not
No.
Basherdirk. And believe me,
No.
I would wish I've tried to correct that a million times.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Oh, there it is.
You got it. Yeah.
There it is.
It's dirkworld at nyc.rr.com. This complicated jumble assemblage of letters is my old email server, which was Roadrunner. And I signed up for PayPal to buy things 1,000 years ago.
Will you be able to see when people PayPal you? Do you have a notification there?
I have it on. Oh, I do. But no, on my phone.
Maybe it's on your phone, because I keep my phone beside me, and that way I get and they leave a little message and a question.
You know what I can do right now? I will put it up on my other screen.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That way, you know, because otherwise it's kind of silent. At least when people super chat, they get the big bang boom, and it's kind of very public, and it's very nice, and it's very encouraging for everyone else to do the same, and that's very nice. But the PayPal is it's better, but it's kind of silent. So I leave my phone kind of on alert here, and it dings me every time. So I just mention it.
I'm in the wrong thing. Hold on one second. I started out the show by saying thanks to everybody for the emails. I got some incredible PayPals this week, because here's another thing. Ready? They took the money.
Oh, they took the money from the
Friday show.
Oh, that's not something.
It was a $387 night up to that point.
And where does that money go?
It says that they could either take the money, but if they do take the money, it could either be returned or they'll decide to donate it to charity. I was like, you can't do that. That's not a thing.
You know what charity they'll give it to? The IDF fund to support the soldiers of the.
Of course, they'd give it to them.
Of course, they will. Because those guys, oh God, they need it. Of course.
Okay,
they're so underfunded.
Oh God, it's so weird. I've never been on here on the website. It's so weird looking. Okay, Lord H, $25 from Lord H.
No, you already got one.
Yeah. Another $25 from Lord H.
Wow.
But I got some incredible ones, and they don't really like me talking about it, but I'm going to do it anyway because I think it's imperative. Jocelyn Bittenbender, holy crapazoid, $250.
Oh my God!
Thank you so much, and Marcus, very much. Thank you so much. Another one from Lloyd, and from Gary and Susan. $260.
Jesus,
you guys are the greatest in the whole wide world.
Shame, man. You're getting insane donations.
I mean,
it's like depressing. I'm like, wow.
First of all, Gary and Susan don't participate in the show. They just don't. But
Okay.
they watch the show, and they are big animal advocates. They take care of
Mm.
badgers and their beautiful little wonky-eyed friend that they have that comes to their house. They're
Oh, nice.
incredibly wonderful people from the UK,
Yeah.
and we talk on emails all the time. And they just don't want to participate, and they don't like it very much when I say
Sure.
anything on the show. But I
Okay.
just want to say from the bottom of my heart, you two, thank you so much for the support you've given me since I started going solo on this thing, and for knowing when the chips are down and lifting my spirits up and stuff. And Jocelyn, I mean, what can you say about Jocelyn? What can you say? And Becky Brown, here's a giant one from Becky Brown.
Oh, Becky
Brown. I mean, God, the people.
Becky's been around now for a while,
and she's incredible.
She's commented on my videos like 5 years ago, so she's been there since the start.
Neil McCann, thank you so much. Jonathan JB, you're on there too. Holy crap. There's just thank you so much, guys. Cheers to all of you.
Cheers, guys.
For making this week tolerable, because I'd wake up every day. You having a Negroni over there?
No, the red is a piece of watermelon that's giving my shitty tequila a little flavor.
What kind of tequila did you get?
It's just Jose Cuervo, yeah.
I hope
like
it's the silver though, not the
it's
gold.
It's the silver, yeah.
Thank
I actually
God.
had some Don Julio Reposato over I was super hungover today. I went over to the Hard Rock and I just.
Why were you hungover? I watched the show.
I wonder how.
You were on for 6+ hours last night.
I went after I got off.
Oh,
that bar I wound up in got crazy packed, and every fucking stray cat in the entire of Bologna was in that place last night, man. It was wild. Eventually, I walked out because I was like, this is either going to go really, it's going to get worse, or I don't know what's going to happen. So I actually just stood up. I was like, I'm going to go. See you guys. Thanks very much. They're like, what? We're going to another place. I was like, I can't do it. Anyway.
Who was that very annoying girl that took over control of your show? God, she was annoying.
Oh, so you think she was very annoying? Because others were like, no, she was funny. We loved her.
No.
She was Veronica, right?
She was like the
Listen,
Tiffany
at that point,
of Italy.
She wasn't even as bad as some of them. Some of them at that bar were just fucking vapid, empty vessels completely. And the most annoying ones were the hot ones who were like too cool to even talk. You know those? They're not even going to say, oh yeah, hi, my name is whatever. Hi, camera. Nothing. They're just like with their cigarette and they're like, and they just look the other way. And you're like, oh God, you're a fucking life of the party, aren't you? Anyway, Veronica took over the show, and I was like, is she boring or is she fun? Do they like her? But my attitude is, at that point, most people have watched the first 2 or 3 hours where I'm coherent and, just all of that. If you've made it in 5 or 6 hours, you're just, fuck it. Like, never getting crazy, This is crazy hour now. So I'm like, if some girl wants to take over the show and just laugh, I'm like, oh, well, at this point, it's fine, But then I didn't know if people hated her or not. And everyone was like, no, she was great fun. She was really funny. She was great. We loved her. And I was like, oh, okay, that's weird because the numbers went down considerably. It's
just because her voice was irritating.
Okay.
And also, when somebody doesn't have a very good relationship with a microphone, they tend to do a lot of this stuff, and it just gets a bit irritating. I was like, but listen, you were doing a giant live stream from, wow. I've only ever been through Bologna like 6 times on a train. I've never actually gotten off the train and had a chance to enjoy that town very much.
It was a cool town, right? It was cool spots.
That fella, legend.
Which guy?
The guy that you met that got the Prosecco.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, the guy who recognized me from the channel.
The guy with the Panerai.
That's right. Yeah. And his buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were cool. But they didn't have any suggestion for where to go after. I was hoping they'd say, oh, it's Friday night. We're all going to this other place. You want to come along? You're free to come with us. Blah, blah, blah. But they were like, oh, we don't know. Where should he go? Like, they didn't have any suggestion. I was like, what are you guys doing? But in the end, that guy, Andrea, he was like, hey, come down we're all hanging out down at this bar, and he was cool as shit. And then, then the night got bloody crazy. But yeah. I'll
Steve
tell you
O,
one thing.
1999. Good to have you back, Dirk. Thanks so much. Hold on, I interrupted you. Go ahead, say what you
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Before you have a big bang boom.
There's a lot of smell of mortadella in that town.
Well, it's made out. The whole town is made of.
The whole town is made of mortadella.
That's what it is. Parma ham. Forget it. It's all there.
So with my hangover today, and it was sunny because yesterday was kind of rainy, and it was fine wearing a nice blazer because it was a little rainy and windy, and I felt fine. Today it was a little hotter and so on, and I'm walking back to the train station with the stuff on, and I'm like, and this just the wafts of the mortadella everywhere, and I was like, oh god, I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna puke.
You didn't bring a casual outfit, slacks and a t-shirt?
No, I didn't.
But listen,
okay, I should. I always do, but this time around, I was like, I'm going raw. I'll just wear this and I'll piss off. But it was a mistake.
So you had no valise of any kind?
No, I had no. So
how comfy was that? You had no valise of any kind.
No valise. Pick up your super chats there. They're coming in.
Steve O, 1999. Good to have you back. Thank you so much. This will be somewhat controversial, and I disagree with this. Franchise clubs, we all know who they are. Hey, Dragon, take your veiled accusation and pound it. Really easy. So nudity or a firearm on a live stream, and Algo takes you down. Different rules for live streams versus video content. We do not snitch. He definitely wasn't talking about you guys, because if you didn't have content.
Well, I mean, I could have been.
I don't think I would.
I could have been talking about any of the trolls. But, and he's right. Franchise Club is right that the algorithm does recognize those things. But our question earlier, and I guess you missed it, Franchise Club, was if it hits us so quickly, why didn't it hit Jesse Murph?
Now, I read the
way
terms
quicker.
Of service.
Yeah.
Now, when you go to Jesse Murph's video, it says this is a 18 plus video. Okay. If you do that ahead of time, like you schedule your show.
We can actually put 18 plus on our video?
Yes, because if you go to the Jesse Murph thing, it has to say, do you want to proceed? This has graphic stuff on it. It says that. Yeah. Now, I've never seen that because I don't do graphic material. We don't do it. Maybe there's a thing for that. But just for your edification, I would say 100%. Listen, you guys are a parody channel. You do what you guys do. And without the content, I mean, it's like you want the content, right? So I would never in a million years think that you guys would do it. But I know a couple of other people who I actually think could have been the people that did it. And they don't have anything to do with you. So I actually know two people.
But using Occam's razor, I think the Franchise Club is correct in the end, because it's most likely the algorithm just saw it and took it down.
Yeah. Probably.
If I had to bet money, I would just say it was that. But the others are also possibilities, especially considering the fact that there is other nudity out there. There was Brendan Boswell did a video and he had some boobies in the thumbnail, and his shit got banned.
Oh, he didn't get.
Yeah, the video just wasn't. It just wouldn't upload or wouldn't go public or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just a little bit of boobies in the thumbnail as a kind of a comedy thing. So he had to change it. So the algorithm's definitely watching. We all know that.
Yeah, they are. Anyway, guys. Yeah, so there's that. Here's some kazoos for you. And Paz, $10, bass player. Welcome back, Dirk. You're probably a bit wiser. You betcha, sweet patootie. Because now that I've read all the fine print, listen, what happened last week was just a train of thought thing. We were talking, he brought some shit up, and then we talked about it some more, and then kaplowy. Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Right? Lesson learned.
As I said to you, I always have my eyes so peeled for things like music and movie strikes. And content strikes.
You called me one day. Remember that conversation you and I had? You were like, Dirk, be careful with this and playing this, and you are so on top of that. We had a whole conversation,
Well,
and I
I
was
was so
like,
focused on that kind of ilk of strike that I forgot about like probably the bigger ones, which is don't show profanity, don't show nudity. I mean, those ones probably come first. We're just so used to dealing with the kind of secondary, tertiary style or type of thing that I
yeah,
forgot to look at the bigger one right in front of
right,
my
like
face, which is like, don't
people
show that.
fucking.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
In a
Talk to
pop
them.
video.
UPS.
Sure. UPS. People are talking about Veronica. Is why you don't want to date most Italian girls, Veronica. I think Veronica's friends, the other girls around, not the blonde girl, she was very nice, but a little timid. But she was quite nice. But the other girls that were really super hot, they knew they were super hot and so on. I thought they're the perfect example why you don't date an Italian girl. I think Veronica's a little bit more pleasant, but I don't know her. You guys know her better than I know her because you guys spent a half an hour, 45 minutes, or whatever she had the camera for, going back and forth. I was walking around in the background. I was talking to the lads. I was waiting for the restroom. I didn't even get to talk to her, so I don't even fucking know. But some people are, you got the Rolex on? Nice.
Flex, baby. Back. We're back, kids. I'm buzzed now because I drank a half a bottle of Prosecco.
Good boy. Good boy.
Anyway, did you give Paz a big bang boom?
No, you do it. You do it.
And the I was gonna sing something very crass from Avita, but I'm gonna stay away from it. Dirk returns. Tim Wright and friends, $10. Welcome back from YouTube jail, brother. The algorithm couldn't hold you forever. Stream's not the same without you. Oh, thanks, Timmy. Let's just keep it barely TOS tonight. Yeah, boy. Okay, so here's some specifics. Franchise club's coming back with $10. If you show a firearm or nudity on a live stream, you get zapped. Video content will be age restricted. Dirk, ready up on community guidelines for live streams. Machine, you're talking about it. Yeah. Okay. So I didn't realize that they play both sides of the coin. So if I put up a video that has softcore pornography on it, because I guess if it's a video
ahead of time, you can say this is for adults or it's not for adults.
It's not like I'm surprising you with vaginas.
With a live stream, there's no way they can prepare. It's all going out live. Therefore, if you break the rules, they penalize you. It makes sense.
So I'm gonna upload a video, guys, and it's gonna be age restricted. And that's gonna be
Melania's tits.
I'm gonna write a new song with help from the AI gods, and it's called Melania's Tits. Thank you very much, everybody, for that. Big bang boom. Oh, Super Tech Guy. It's been so long since he's been allowed out of the dungeon.
Also, the franchise club, they have, there's honor among thieves, right? It's like the mafia, you know what I mean? They may be baddies, but they have honor among the baddies, kind of thing.
Agreed.
And it seems kind of sacrosanct for them to, to keep this code of honor of not snitching.
Yeah,
that almost seems more important. So it's even less likely it was anyone like that.
Definitely wasn't. I knew that. And sacrosanct is one of my favorite words ever. That's a $50 word, and I love it.
Okay.
And it's like being old Catholic boys,
Oh, I see.
But
listen, no, but I feel like that goes against their code.
It totally does.
Yeah.
Because that would be like, whenever I got mad at Toyota Mo or one of those guys, like me reporting them, which I would never fucking do because I'm not that kind of a douche. But like, you just listen. It's just, and I've said this to a million people all the time. And listen, in the beginning, I might have been a little bit of a sensitive, soft-boiled egg because I was new to it. Other than like getting a bad review or which I didn't get. So the only thing that anybody ever said, like in my music career, like every once in a while, you have to, if you're a big star and we're not big stars, imagine what J-Lo goes through or Madonna went through or what
Or
any of
just
these
Justin Timberlake is going through right now. Are
Justin
you aware of
Timberlake.
that?
Yeah.
On his tour, he's like not even singing the song. He starts singing and he just lets the crowd sing it. Now TikTok and Instagram is just full of memes of people. Like I just saw one earlier. The woman is like with the mic. She starts the song, then she puts it down. She starts cooking in the kitchen, and then picks up the mic again for another little bit. They're imitating him being lazy as a performer. There are people walking out of Justin Timberlake gigs. I think he did one in Ireland recently, and people are just going home. They're like, "This is bullshit."
Do you want to know what's really sad is that's called doing a David Coverdale. And that's really sad because David Coverdale at one time was a phenomenal blues rock singer. But for the past 20 years, he's been doing Here I on my, and it's called the White Snake Choir. And he's been touring for 20 years by doing this.
By doing that, by not singing and letting everyone sing.
It. And listen, as you're not a singer, so there is this catnip. And I can't even, because I never experienced it until 2018 when we played in Germany, because my band fucking went nowhere. We put records out and 15 people liked us, but when we became this underground thing and went over to Germany and we played shit, I went to go sing the chorus of this first song and the whole crowd sang it, and I just looked at my guitar player and I went, like, honestly, I think that was the greatest sex I've ever had in my entire life. I've never ever felt that kind of euphoria. It was bizarre. And I looked at him. So I said, what's going on in my brain after that? I'm like, I'm going to try that on a bunch of shit. So I would just go, cause I'm da 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 da. And then when they did it, it'd make you even higher, and you get so obsessed with it.
But how much of it do you do? How much of it do you do? Like,
I didn't do a lot of it.
Justin Timberlake is he was like, that song is I've got the whatever that stupid thing. But anyway, he goes, I've got that, and he just lets the entire crowd sing everything, and then he goes, come on, and that's it, and he's just walking around. It's like super lazy. That new singer for Linkin Park, they got a female singer to replace Chester. And she's good. She's a good singer. She's a good performer. But man, the whole gig is that. And I wrote a comment on one of the videos. I was like, she's forgetting that she has a job, And I'll never forget that when we did one of the gigs, the one that became the Florence School Hall Live thing. As a gig, it was not very enjoyable for anyone on the stage. It was a lot of work. It was kind of a quiet gig because we were recording and so on. And our drummer went up to, we had U2's sound guy. Do you remember that?
I know.
Yeah.
I was there.
So he was doing our gig and we were like, oh my God, this is like crazy. And he was chatting to him later. He was the sweetest guy ever. Yeah. And I overheard this. I wasn't part of the conversation. I was doing something and I heard them talking. And the drummer was like, I don't know. I was just like, I just stuck to the numbers. I played the drums. I'm not sure I had much fun, but was it a decent gig? And his name was Dave, I think. He goes, well, you know how it is. If you're enjoying it, you're not doing it. And oh my God, that's so fucking true. You have a job. It's the audience's enjoyment. Listening.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I 100% agree with it.
I don't agree with that. Because me, I'm a very serious person by nature, other than the other shit. But I'm a practically very, very serious person. And with you remember when I met you guys and I used to be in a metal band and then I was going to put something together on my own. I took 6 years to play a show because I rehearsed every week. because I'm so persnickety about
I'm not,
shit.
well, I'm not saying that
But I just like, you
you
know
have
what?
to hate your work.
But I think
I'm saying that if you start getting if you there's a line that you can cross
oh, I get the line.
where
Yeah.
you're having as much fun as the audience is, and now no
Oh.
one's in charge, no one's doing the job, and that's what
Oh.
Justin Timberlake is guilty of lately, and that's what the new lead singer of Linkin Park is doing. She's having the time of her life, but someone is there to
She's
sing. You're
not
being
putting in
paid
the
to
work. Yeah.
sing, so sing. It's okay to do it every now and then, but when you're going through the whole gig and the person's just giving cues for the beginnings of lines and letting the entire audience sing the entire gig, you're no longer, you may as well just be in the audience. Get off the stage. That's my attitude.
You and I also come from very different worlds, yet very similar worlds. Like we are fans of very similar artists, even though our music might not. None of our music is Rush like or Peter Gabriel like or any of that stuff. But we love those serious artists. But when
Yes.
I see Getty having a great time, and Alex Lifeson is my favorite human being on the planet Earth. There's no one I've loved.
Yeah.
I've never loved anyone,
There's a
celebrity or
difference though
artist.
with Alex because he's deep in it. That's
He's
like
so in it, but
Prince when he's playing a guitar solo, he's deep in it,
yeah.
but he's still doing the job. I'm not talking about that. That's a slightly different
Yeah.
thing.
So this thing, there is a certain kind of catnip, and it's like, and I realized it by the time we got around to like playing the next big festival, which was a year later in Greece. I didn't do it as much. I did it for the big numbers, but there is this weird kind of satisfaction of you just holding a mic out and letting them
Sure.
all do that. Because the first time they did it to me, I literally felt like, and there's a video you could watch it. I don't want you to watch this, but if you do, it's called Dead on Arrival. It's Hitman in Germany. You can see it in the first chorus. It's the second song of the night where I go to do it, and I go like this. And I look at Jimmy, my guitar player, and I go, oh, I couldn't. For the life of me,
a lot of fun. Yeah, that's great.
I couldn't
That's great
for the life of me. And so the next time the chorus came up, I just went like that.
Okay,
and it thrilled me. And then you realize,
listen,
okay, it's getting lazy now.
Yeah, for all I know, Justin Timberlake did that for one song and one song only, and the people just picked up on it, and he sang the entire rest of the gig. So maybe I'm not being fair. You want to hit all the super chats because you got tons of them.
Yes. Oh my God, $50. I don't understand why franchise clubs. What's that?
Did you skip? You skipped Tim Wright and Friends, $10. Go back a couple.
I did a whole thing on Tim Wright.
Oh, you did. Welcome back.
Dirk Returns,
okay, sorry.
I was like, Jimmy,
okay, sorry.
Of course.
I'm talking about my ass tonight. Just ignore me.
I'm never gonna. How would I ever exclude Tim Wright? Come on, he's one of the gang. Eddie, $50. No, I would never. No. I don't understand why. He goes, are you ready for a little pushback? Franchise clubs spend so much time trolling one person who isn't doing. No, they troll a couple of people. It's all cool. It's not just Osheen.
It's kind of their thing. Yeah.
I mean, you have nothing better to do. For example, I do not care about people I don't like, but they like him. They don't dislike him. They like him. I don't think about them. It's weird. Obsession. Eddie, thank you very much. No, listen.
People who love their lives don't spend any time criticizing other people's lives.
Do you know, when I was a kid, I don't know how it worked out.
All it is an indication that you're not happy. You're in an unhappy place when you have to poke your nose into other people's lives and scrutinize their life to get a little bit of a thrill out of it. No. But they're in emotion. It's their industry. I don't really mind the trolls as much as I mind the people watching the trolls. The guys, it's like Trump. I don't mind him. I mind the people who like him and vote for him. They're the fucking problem. The guy himself, I don't really have a problem with. If he drank beer, which he doesn't, I'd have a beer with it.
No.
But no. Well, I probably would because I'd probably get a kick out of it. But it's the people who enable it. So in the same way, the troll channels, that's kind of their job. They've worked themselves into this niche. If they don't deliver some heavy, nasty, horrible trolling, they'll disappoint the 100 people watching. It's the 100 people, pathetic guys watching who get a good giggle out of it, who who tune in just to go, yeah, fuck that guy, he's a drunk, you know,
Right now,
just to make
is it
themselves
any
feel
different
better.
than TMZ?
Well, I think TMZ have a little bit higher quality.
No, they've kind of speculated on a lot of things, and
Oh yeah.
I mean, some people
Well, they
actually
do
report
some
directly to
real
them.
investigating.
They
but,
have now, but
yeah.
listen, at the end of the day, and this is what I was getting at earlier, but we digress so much. I think, and like I said in the beginning, I got a little butthurt on some things. Now I realize that, listen, if you're out there, people are going to say whatever they're going to say about you. You can either take it with a grain of salt and move on, or have a laugh about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, as long as it's not super malicious or creates a narrative that's untrue. You know what I mean? That's like,
I don't give a shit what
I
they
know
say,
you
and I
don't give
don't.
a shit.
I'll tell you what hurts me.
Everybody knows you don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, because I don't. They can say whatever they want. It's probably not even as bad as the reality, honestly. But I'll outdo them. But no, what the thing that, if anything ever gets to me, it's when people I trust and people who I think are my friends are in there interacting with them. I'm like, well, it's like the old phrase. Did you ever hear this phrase before? It's a really good one. I don't care what they said about me. I care why they feel comfortable saying it to you.
Right.
Yeah. When somebody comes up to you and goes, did you hear what they said about you? I was out with those people the other night and they said this. And you go, yeah. I don't care. I'm wondering why they feel comfortable saying that to you.
Because people are my friend. Persuaded. It's very easy for a lot of people to fall into a pit of.
I'm going to take this down for a second because we're like this. We're like.
Well, let me give Eddie the biggest bang that he deserves. Thank you so much, Eddie. Let's give you something that is equivalent to who you are. So, for example, a person that we really like, right? That we really, really like, that has been on our shows, both of our shows, yours and mine, and shows up every once in a while, super chats and all that stuff, apparently was watching one of the streams and said, Dirk will probably be fine. He'll be gobbling down on some cocks for the next week.
Oh, wow.
So, and it's a person that I know and I always compliment and I always say nice things about, and I say thank you.
But then they're over there with the trolls and saying horrible, nasty things about you.
But then, like, all of a sudden, listen,
that's not a friend.
Not every gay dude in the world is like cruising the toilets and the rest stops.
Still, just to say that.
I mean, it was like, whatever, listen, I'm 60 fucking years old. If I was 20, maybe I would be doing that.
You're not 60 yet, are you?
No, I turned 60 in June.
Oh, that was 60?
That was 60.
I thought that was 59.
That was 60, motherfucker.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay. I'm so sorry.
Just like Jesse Murph.
I thought it was 59.
No. Why do you think we're hitting the gas pedal, motherfucker?
Oh, God, now okay, well, we're celebrating when you're here, okay?
Fuck. Yeah. Okay. I mean, listen. Do you want me to should I bring the Rick?
It's a good question. Won't you have a lot of stuff?
Am I going to have a lot? You've seen the way I travel. I have one carrot. I've never checked a bag in my life, but I could check that and bring that, I guess. We could talk about that. We'll talk about that outside the show because nobody gives a fuck.
That's okay.
So at the end of the day,
you're super chat. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think you have another big one coming up. Do you? Or no? That was 50.
Oh shit! Oh my God! Look at all this, Eddie. Thank you so much, JBB. $5.
Sorry, that was me.
I can vouch for Curly. He didn't snitch you out. I did.
JBB.
Listen. Don't think for a million years I think that. I would never think that. I have an opinion of if it was possible, and I hate to be that guy. I think 100% it was the algorithm. Completely. We showed titties.
I think that too. I was just presenting the outside possibility that it also could have been someone else, because in light of the fact that other videos. But as Franchise Club pointed out, that's a preset video where you
Right.
can set an age limit, whereas a live stream you don't know, and it's going out live. So I think you pretty much put the nail in it right there.
Yeah. Thank you, JBP. 100%. And send money now, almost like Chairman Mao, $10. Eddie, take it easy. We are a different kind of fan of the dragon. Do you know I call him privately? I call him the dragon sometimes because I think it's funny. But I also call Dragon Lady. You know that, right?
Dragon Lady.
It's circular drama. Oshin and Dirk are the least boring watch collectors. We come in peace, Eddie. Yeah, you know, at the end of the day,
It also doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense because they'd be hurting you, and they don't want to hurt you. They want to hurt me. They're after me. They're not really after you. If you're a way to get to me and they use it, they're not after you. They don't want to. No, I don't know anyone.
Collateral damage.
I just don't know anyone besides this person who apparently now said something derogatory about you. I don't know anyone who dislikes you. But if they can get to me through you,
I'm going to text you who it was.
You won't text me. But if they can get to me through you, then they'll try, like sneaky fuckers like OC and people like that, scumbags, who will try to work a person, go through another, think they have some genius wit or whatever, and try to get to another person. Then they'll do that. But by doing a strike on your channel,
that's big.
That would only hurt you. Then I don't think that would make sense, because I think most people like you out there.
No, I know for a fact that's it. Organically, it didn't happen that way. It's not that somebody said that to me, and I mean, I doubt it. Because
look at the circular drama fucking thing.
I know, it's really funny.
It's a toilet. That's so perfect.
Listen, they have a sense of humor in a major way. There's no doubt about it.
It's actually genius.
There's a lot of fun.
Oh, I see who you're talking about. Well,
isn't that a shame?
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, that I was gobbling down on some bleep. I was like, you know what? One, no. And two, really? That's a shame. It's so base, it's just so absolutely ludicrous.
I probably thought it was funny because it's funny.
He's hanging out the squat and gobble.
I was talking about producer Michael on my thing tonight, and one guy was like, I was pretty convinced that he was in a relationship with his producer, Michael's producer, who's Adam Swords, the guy on the camera.
Sure, your favorite guy.
And I was, Adam Swords is fine. He was just taking orders from his superior.
Oh, is that how it worked?
Oh, I don't have a beef with Adam Swords at all.
Oh, I thought he was the guy that did the strike on you.
Well, he was commanded to do the strike. Producer Michael doesn't know how to make a strike. He doesn't deal with the stuff at all. He has Adam take care of all the technical. So he told Adam to do that. Somebody mentioned that, and it was, I thought they were in a relationship, and I was like, I don't care. It's none of my business. I don't think so, but I don't care, because I don't, that's not.
Listen, as much as you love to pull this, like, I'm a big fucking hetero caveman shit, I've never met a person in my life who couldn't give a flying fuck about people's sexual predilections or any of that shit. You are a live and let live guy.
Totally.
And you've never given a shit about that. So there are people out there who think that could elicit some kind of reaction or kind of stuff, like to try to, that's a very different kind of person, people, when people say, Jews and gays and blacks and blah, you know what I mean? Like, that's not in your vocabulary. Even as anti-Zionist as you are, is a very big difference between the two.
Yeah, sure. But it's none of my business what people get up to. I don't care.
Why would anybody give a shit?
It's called hanky panky. You do it behind closed doors.
And also, why is it so cool for girls to make out? It's like getting a little annoying. Like, all right, It's so cool when your girlfriend wants to make
Well,
love
it
with
turns a
another
lot of men
girl.
on, you know.
It's really kind of.
They
It's like,
see
it's really
they see
annoying.
two little kittens playing. You know, that's what filthy men see when they see that. They see
Can
two
I?
little
Oh
funny little
yeah.
angels in a garden playing among the flowers, and they think it's cute. Whereas when they see two men kissing, they think that's like two big bear
I don't want
ogre
to see that
beasts.
either
You know.
in movies. And I'm very funny, old-fashioned homo in that way. That like, first of all, what I worry about most is when that's depicted in modern day film, it's gratuitous and it's done because it's ticking a box or because it's for. And I always say to Paul, like, who is that for?
Yeah,
I don't
right.
need to see that. I don't like fade to black.
Maybe
I
maybe
don't
the
need,
director is just trying to make heterosexuals look at that to say, look, this
you
is a
know.
reality whether you care or not. I'm going to force you to watch it happen, or whatever.
Have you ever seen Brokeback Mountain?
I have, yeah.
Okay. It's a fucking incredible film.
Yeah, but I love that outtake from the film, and it's got oh god, now the names again. So the one where she gets pregnant, and they're on one date. It's got Seth Rogen, and they're on one date. It's the blonde. What's her name? She
Yeah,
never
yeah.
gets hired anymore.
She got blackballed from Hollywood.
Yeah, she never gets hired because she's annoying on set or whatever. But
She's
anyway,
difficult.
there's an outtake that never made it to the movie, but you can find it on YouTube. Where what's his face? The fatter dude. Know all the names. He's Jewish himself. He got in trouble for saying the F word a while
the
back.
Napoleon Dynamite guy.
No,
No,
the fucking names.
I hate
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah
That's what I
Hill
was
is
thinking
sitting
of.
on the couch and he's watching Brokeback Mountain. She's like, it's a good movie. And he's like, fuck that. I want to see these guys like get it on. Like, why are they protecting me? It's a really good clip. I'm not going to play it because we're not going to do any of that for a long time.
Well,
But
that was not my experience. My experience was being in a movie theater in the days before bed bugs, and I was not afraid. And I remember that scene where they're in the tent and Heath Ledger goes like this. And I watched every guy in the movie theater do this. Like, because they knew what was up.
Well, actually, Jonah Hill's take on it, you should watch that clip yourself separately. It's just, he's like, why are they protecting me? I want to see a guy I want to see them go down on each other. Why am I being...
Could just go on.
Like, this is America's freedom. I want to see, just fucking show it to me. I'm not afraid. I see this kind of stuff happen all the time with hetero stuff. Why are they afraid to show me? I want to. These two go up to the mountains in the freezing cold all the time to hang out with each other, and they're not eating each other's asses out. He goes on this long thing, and it's really fucking.
Can
funny.
I just say?
Like, I just want to see like this guy just like shoot all over the other guy. It's just a great, and she's slowly getting convinced. And she's like,
the opinions of Ashino O'Malley are not necessarily the opinions of Bashir.
This is not my opinion. I'm repeating a clip.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, okay. But
Can I just say that I will never understand the whole analingus thing. I will never understand that as a practice. I will never understand that as a human being. It's like whatever floats your boat, but oh my god, ew.
Like, hit your super chest there. You got a few.
Anyway, I owe send money, Chairman Mao. I owe you a big bang boom for that. Thank you very much, and quite the conversation starter. Thank you. The beautiful Sharon, the glamour of all time. Hello, beautiful. I sent her an email because I was so worried because I know she's a new grandma and she's busy. We love you so much, Sharon. How are you? Oh, look at this. Is she not a ride and a half? Oh my God, what a gorgeous woman. Jesus
big eyes.
I mean, look at that. She's just outrageous. Thank you, darling. Here's Paz. I disagree. You're a digital thinker in an analog world. That's for sure. You have blind spot. If it was just about guitars and flight sims, we could be buds. By the way, I just bought the new Jeff Beck Oxblood Les Paul. I don't know. Are you talking to him or me?
He's probably talking to you, and I hope he isn't, because Dirk will now go off on a rant about Les Pauls for 45 minutes.
No, I won't do that.
We'll lose 100 people. Emmett will still be here, though. trophies already.
I just don't understand what that means. If it was about guitars and flight sims, we could be buds. Now, if you're the flight sim guy, I'm not the flight sim guy.
Oh, so maybe he is talking to me.
Yeah. But I could talk about Les Pauls until we're blue.
Yeah, he can keep going about Les Pauls.
Hey, Paz, I would love, and Emmett would love a jump back.
You guys could do it in private. Scotty H, $20. Look at that.
Hold on, let me give him a big bang boom. Hold on. We're going into the dungeon because that's where Carl is. And
I'm just trying to move the show ahead to keep the pace going. That's
occasionally the lady lets him upstairs to watch, but lately she hasn't allowed him to do so, which is kind of shitty.
Poor guy.
Scotty H, can anyone dislike it? Yeah, lots of people can. Just listen. I've got my foibles like everybody else. Listen, you know who don't dislike me? Cats and dogs. Mm-hmm. They don't dislike me. And speak of the devil himself, good to see you back, Dirk. Here I am, the one that you love me in so many ways. How about Air Supply becoming like this legacy band that like everybody used to dismiss them as crap, and now they're like touring all over the world, selling out stadiums. Fucking Air Supply. When you were a kid in Ireland, were Air Supply considered like the corniest, shittiest stuff ever?
No, nobody was into them.
Were Air Supply not huge in Ireland?
No.
I thought that they were like ABBA, internationally huge.
I don't know.
No, thanks, Toyota. Welcome. We're still not making out, bro. It's just never gonna happen. So forget it. Here you go. I'm gonna give you some kazoo. Thanks everybody. This is it's really great to be back, and it's a lot of fun to get a little buzzaroonie with you. I gotta say that I'm about 2/3 of a bottle way of a bottle way through a prosecco, and I'm buzzaroonied, and I'm happy to be back.
You're not drunk yet, though. You have a line you cross. You cross a certain line.
No, I know when to stop.
Yeah.
No, listen. I learned what that was in what year was that? 2013 in Milan. I got into a fight with Paul. We were drinking what was it? Massimiliano? What is the name of that Barolo that I was liking for a while?
Massolino
Barolo. Which
people mistake for Massetto, which is way more expensive.
Way more expensive, yeah. Yeah, it's $100 a bottle for the shit that I like. And we were in the hotel, the Principe di Savoia, which is gorgeous. And I just got I crossed the line, and we walked down whatever that big promenade is there. And I said, wow, that'll never happen again. And that was the end of that, because I don't ever want to be that guy that doesn't know when to leave the party. I don't want to be that guy, because you know what? I love having a couple of drinks and enjoying it with friends and family, but I don't ever want to be that guy that doesn't know when to just say, oh, I've had enough. And I've never had a thing since then. Yeah. And it's it's important to know when. It's very important when you're drinking to know when to say when, because a lot of people don't.
Yeah, it comes with experience, and if it doesn't come with experience, you really should stop. Soft Toy Terror Corpse.
Hold on, do you not know this? No, Soft Toy Terror Corpse. Hold on.
Soft Toy Terror Core. 50 British pounds. That's like $680.
Softcore Terror Corps, coming back for you. Softcore Terror Corps, nothing you could do. He's got a theme song. I
love that. Nothing you can do.
Yeah, Softcore Terror Corps, coming back for you. Softcore Terror Corps, nothing you can do. Yeah. Softcore Terror Corps, $50. He's been on my show forever and ever and ever. And he's generous and wonderful and hilarious. Thank you. Welcome back. Hope you and Asheen are grand. Are you grand?
Sure we're grand.
Grand. Are you grand? I'm grand. I'm going to give you the giant big bang boom. You know what sucks is so Rose, my neighbor that I take care of, she's got a harmonica and she loves to play it, but it's a C harmonica, C major, which sucks because you know what, I can't play on it.
You can't vibe or jam. You need an E minor, man,
or a D, right?
or a
I want to
D.
be able to do.
Yeah, sorry. Was Knocked Up was the name of the movie. You're right, Rowan. And someone else earlier was saying it was Katherine Heigl. You're absolutely right. They're the names I couldn't, but I remember the primary names, so that's all I needed.
I just ordered her a D because I said I want to jam the Wizard with you, and she goes, "Dirk, what is the Wizard?" I'm like, "It's the classic Black Sabbath song." Should we talk about Softcore Terror Corp? Thank you so very, very much.
You want to talk about Ozzy?
Yeah.
So here's an interesting thing. First of all, it's fascinating that he did a farewell gig and then fucking dropped dead. That's incredible. That's amazing.
It's the ultimate rock and roll thing to do.
We all have to die. If you're gonna die, die that way. Like, go out like that with a bang. It's fantastic. Farewell. There's a huge wave of I follow a lot of very hard left stuff, of course. And there's a huge wave of people going, why are people so sad about Ozzy? He was this huge Zio, and so was his wife, and she's a fucking horrible Zio.
She's not, actually.
She actually totally is, and they both signed some fucking letter recently about the fucking death of the IDF, blah, blah, blah.
She?
Oh, they're ridiculous, horrific. And she called for Kneecap to be deported from the United States.
Oh.
After they said, oh, yeah, she's
one of those people that goes, Ozzy, oh, good. You know, I'm only half Jewish, but I really feel like I've got to pledge my allegiance to Israel.
Well, they might also be making up for his previous discretions, because famously in an interview a long time ago, somebody asked what one of his influences are, and he said Adolf Hitler, and they were like, "What?" And he goes, "Well, because he had a charisma in a bad way, but yeah, it's a charisma anyway. He's a feared guy. So he has a lot of power, a lot of charisma. He's a feared guy, so I kind of use that." You know, I was like, I see the nuance in what you're trying to say, man, but people are not going to like that. Yeah. So anyway, maybe they're just backpedaling on that. But there's people all over the internet going, why are people so sad? I was trying to, I have to make a little video for my TikTok about it, but it's not that people thought that he was a lovely guy necessarily.
Well, he was, mourning the end of an era. He was a lovely guy.
Well, I don't know whether he was a lovely
Everyone
guy
who knew him, like Elton John, said he was the loveliest.
Well,
like
that's
everyone.
Nice. That's nice, but I don't know. I don't care personally. I care about the fact that it's the end of an era. I can separate the man from the art. You have to separate the man from the art.
I'm always able to do that, except for Megyn Kelly.
Well, her art is her personality.
Her art is she's a twat.
Like Diego Maradona is one of the greatest soccer players on earth. He's a total pig-headed asshole.
Yeah, he's a pig.
But it doesn't matter. He's still an amazing soccer player. So you have to separate the art from the guy.
Like, for example, like tomorrow I'm going to my guitar player John's retirement party. He's had a long career doing something on Long Island. And like, you know, he's always had a day job, you know. And I spoke to him on the phone the other day, and he said, did you hear about Ozzy? I said, I did. He goes, I can't stop crying.
Oh, wow. Well, he's probably a superhero.
No. He's a very, very sensitive man.
Oh, okay.
And while I consider myself to be a sensitive man, I only seem to cry when dogs or cats die. Because when both of my parents died, I took it like a man, and I, you know, so they had great lives, and and I was there for, you know, I tried to be there for, you know, I try to be there for the humans that are left behind. But when animals die, I'm inconsolable, and I don't burden other people with it. I disappear, you know. But when he said that, I was just like, I mean, like, listen, I was more of a Dio guy. However, you know, at the end of the day, you know, that whole rivalry between Dio and Ozzy was completely bullshit, right?
I wasn't aware of it.
It was orchestrated by Sharon Arden because
Okay.
when Ozzy was fired from Black Sabbath, they were managed by Don Arden, whose daughter is Sharon Osbourne, Sharon Arden. And she went to Tony Iommi. She goes, I've got the perfect singer for you. His name is Ronnie James Dio. He's from America. And she introduced them to Ronnie James Dio. And he got in Black Sabbath. And then she goes, I've got a great idea. You guys hate each other. You're going to have dwarfs on the stage, and you're going to throw buckets of blood at Ronnie, and you're going to call the dwarf Ronnie, and it's going to be brilliant, and everybody's going to say, rivalry, we hate each other, and we're going to make lots and lots of money.
Ray hit it on the head. The wrong Osborne died.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you got a monster one from James. Glad you are back. Watching while I drink French wine and look at the ocean in Cabo.
Oh my God!
Wow! He's drinking French wine, looking out at the waves.
Because let me tell you something. I spent an evening with this motherfucker in the TWA hotel, and you know what we drank? We drank French. The whole night. James M. I don't have
200.
Do we have like a thing that's even big enough for that? What's the biggest
big nuclear explosion or Lenny or nuclear explosions? I think that one fit. That one
Jesus. James M. Not only let me tell you,
I know it's scary, but I think it fit because it's like it's pretty dumb. That's $200.
It's $200.
That fit.
So James M. I met him. It was fucking pouring rain. It had started to rain on the night that they first. So I go in and meet him at the TWA hotel, which was my idea, but he's an architectural genius, this guy. And we go there, and it turns out one of the guys is the bartender. So there was a problem. We ordered like a Puyak. I forget which one it was off the top of my head. And Poyak, sorry, not Puyak. Puyak is wrong. Sorry, Poyak. And so the waiter was having a very hard time with the cork. And so they said, let me get the bartender. And the bartender shows up. And it was one of the waiters I worked with at Friend of a Farmer, the place that fired me. The reason why I have this Eye Bashers gig. And I'm like, oh my God. We gave each other a big hug, had a good time. And he goes to me, you should probably open it. Because I said, no, let me open it. And he goes, oh, I don't think so. I'll get the bartender. He goes, you should open it. So I hung out with James M. We just drank French wine all night long and had the best time ever.
Wow.
By the way, sartorially, this guy has, not only does he have it in spades, but he's, first of all, super duper handsome man. But like everything from the suit to the cuffs to the shoes to the socks.
Love that.
Impeccable. And that's the guy that I wore the 10-day. He had the Panerai on him. And I tried it on. I was like, oh shit, that doesn't look bad on me.
Yeah, no.
I was how I discovered I could wear a Panerai. James M., we love you. Thank you so very much. You're the king of the world. Thank you, buddy. Sweet of you. And a great night. I can't wait to hang out with you again because we just and the TWA hotel. Look, I'm gonna go do a little sponsor, even though nobody sponsors me. The TWA hotel is a place that was the TWA Airlines terminal in Kennedy Airport. It is a 1960 architectural wonder by Eero Saarinen, a Danish architect. And Paul and I worked very diligently on being a part of the kind of the saving of it. We were part of like the SS United States. It was, before the SS United States, it was this. And we were successful. It got landmarked, it got saved, and now it's a giant hotel. And while we don't get any special, fanfare when we go there and no discounts, that's fine. We're so happy that it's there. So for me to go into that beautiful, you've been in that building, right, Ish?
I have. I went twice on my way back.
Right. Magical, right? You went to Jean Georges, right?
I went to the
Lisbon
thing
Lounge
upstairs,
the Paris Bistro,
but it was super cool.
It's a super cool place.
It's great when you step out of the elevator and all of a sudden you're like in Catch Me If You Can.
It's what it is. That's what Catch Me If You Can. Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, it
We
feels
got
like
to stay
that.
overnight there.
And I stood in the exact spot where he comes up, Hanratty, right?
Yeah,
Tom Hanks' character. And he's like, "Who you running from, Frank? No one's following you. See you on
yeah.
Monday." You know that scene where he's
Oh
trying
yeah,
to disappear again at the end?
masterful
And
film.
I was like right there at that spot. And I was like, "Oh, this is so cool." It was great because that tube, that weird
Yeah, those are
long
those the both of
tube.
those tubes previously went to what were called like the gates. So like
Yeah.
you would have to go through these long gates, these long tubes, which are kind of concave to get
Hmm.
to the gates. Now
Yeah.
they take you to either the JetBlue terminal, and I actually don't know where the other one goes.
Um,
I don't know. But
I
what's
think
cool is halfway down the tube now, you can get to either wing of each
to
hotel.
the hotel. That's right.
Yeah. And we stayed there overnight and we swam in the pool. And
Oh,
we were there
really?
in we were there in I guess it would have been September-ish. And it was lovely weather. And we just what did we do? Because Emirates is right next to it, which like Emirates, they have A380s, which is a very big plane, but it's a very ugly plane. It's not like
Yeah.
the most fun plane watching. But like if you're a nerdy douche like the rest of us, we love plane spotting. So you can just sit in the pool with a drink and watch planes land and take off. And that
Speaking
for
of
me,
sitting with a drink, I'm gonna run and grab some
go
ice.
grab a
I'll be
drink.
back
Yeah.
in one
Yeah.
second.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Go ahead and do it. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied, whatever it is. While I'm at it, I just want to say that my sister Pat has Brady, female, 3.9 pounds, gray tabby, Murray, 4.4 pounds, all black. If anybody's interested, contact me in Two Beautiful Kittens. If anybody's interested or a responsible human being, please contact me at basherdirk@gmail.com because my sister already has 16 cats that she took in because she's a saint and she does whatever she can to help out animal kind. There's only so much you can do at the end of the day, basherdirk@gmail.com. I would appreciate it greatly. Scotty H says, my favorite is listen, I've not been on one, but guess what? I'm going on one because we're flying ITA, the new national Italian airline. We're flying there to Italy in September on an A350. I've never been on one. I'm an old-fashioned Boeing guy, but listen, you have to fly on Airbus every once in a while. They are at this point in the game doing much better than Boeing is. I've been on the 787 Dreamliner a couple times. Never thought that was great. I love the 777, but I heard the A350 is a marvel. What I really wanted to do on this trip, and it's not happening, is I wanted to go through either Munich or Frankfurt. I wanted to fly on the 747-8 because it's the last 747 that's ever been made, and it's what I really wanted to do. But I don't think it's ever going to happen. So Scotty H said his favorite. We're talking about planes.
Oh God, here we
But it's
go.
the A350. I've never been on one, but I'm going on one. Not only
Nice.
one, but I'm going on two.
Hey, you're gonna be proud of me. Look, I'm drinking Diet Coke. Coke
Say,
Zero. I know it's not the same as what you get, but
no, but I don't
I don't
care
want to hear
anymore.
it. I don't want to hear it. I've been enjoying
No,
my since
no. It's good.
I broke the diet today and
I'm
yesterday.
gonna drink that shit.
Today I had to have wings over in the Hard Rock because I was so hungover. I needed.
You have to live,
crazy.
man. You should have had a sloppy cheeseburger with all the slop on it.
No, I didn't do too sloppy. I just went. I need something, and there was some fries because it was just bad. But I've got to get back on it now. Did I show you the watches, by the way?
I watched your show.
You watched it last night?
Yeah.
Or tonight?
I watched last night and today.
And today.
I sit here and I watch it.
Okay. I don't know if you watch this stuff.
Yeah. That GMT is mental.
Isn't it? Do you like it though? Yeah.
Do I like it? No, I hate it. It's really
because you're like you're a fan of the GMTs.
I love GMTs.
You love the root beer, right?
I hate two-tone watches.
No, you loved the root beer. I put it on when I had it, and
I like
you
it.
fucking loved it. Are you kidding me? You loved it.
Loved it.
You did. You fucking loved it.
Right.
You were like, "Oh Jesus, that thing." And then when you were out here years back, and I had just a Black Beauty on. We were out. Yeah, we were out in in Lido, and I had that thing on at dinner, and you were like, "That fucking thing is outrageous on you." So you're kind of a fan of that stuff. So this is the gold version of that.
It's
But I was going to ask you whether you thought this watch is better on me, or the thingy, the big beast. Let me get rid of this.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Or the SD43.
Well, the SD43 you got. No, I like the SD43 because it's a man's watch, but that is a totally different story. First of all, the gold is so pale.
Yeah.
There is nothing Donald Trump about that.
There's
no crassness. It is so utterly pale.
Yeah,
that watch is mental.
No, but let me put on the big beast. I just want to see what you think.
Yeah, no, I like that because you were wearing it on your Bologna video.
That's right. Yeah.
How long does it take you to get to Bologna from Venice?
An hour and 40.
That's
hour 39.
Listen to that snick and snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know what? Snap. I just want to say that watch is sexy as fuck.
Now I can compare the snicks and the snaps. That's what I wanted to do on my own thing.
Like metal versus gold?
Yeah, because I can hear a difference. Let me see.
Wouldn't it be stupid for them to make
it might be just my imagination. Just my imagination.
Just my imagination. Don't you? I bet you the snap is not made out of gold.
Everything is made out of gold.
It can't be because gold is too soft.
There's no you suggesting that there's a metal inner to the clasp. There is not a steel. Steel. I mean. Okay, so here we go. Right. So this is the big. Now this is 22 millimeter. This is a big beast.
22.
Okay. Yeah, this is 22 millimeter in bracelets, lug, end link thing.
Yeah.
And just the widest fucking clasp they make. Okay, it's just enormous. So here we go. So the snick and the snap. Are you ready?
Nice. Okay. Sexy as fuck.
Sexy, right?
Yeah.
And here's gold.
Yeah.
There is no steel in this. Here we go. Snick and snap.
Well, they're totally a different pitch.
They're totally different.
Yeah, they're totally different.
I know that's super nerdy shit, but we're safe going super nerdy when it's in watches.
The steel sounded like E and the gold sounded like A to me.
Oh, I see.
I'm probably right, but I used to be right about all that shit, but probably not.
I'm getting addicted to the Coke Zero.
I'm gonna have to get addicted. You know what I gave up, right?
You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to move over.
You know what I gave up?
You gave up again?
Mayonnaise. I gave up mayonnaise.
Oh, mayonnaise.
I gave it up.
Well, that's
about a month ago.
You don't want to be doing that.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm 60 years old and I'm turning into just a pile of cells.
You don't need mayonnaise.
And I don't want to be that guy. And I was like, you know what? When I'm living my life in Italy, it's just my life is already tons of olive oil and all that shit. So it's like, I'm just gonna get rid of that because I saw 4 empty jars of that, like the small jars in my recycling, and I went, "Oh, that's like me finding crack vials."
I'll have a jar of mayonnaise in my fridge for 3 years, and then I'll throw it out.
Yeah, that's the difference between Irish people and Irish Americans. You guys are Irish and we're trash.
There's a lot of that going on TikTok as well, because people are like, "What's up with Irish Americans and Americans not talking about Palestine?" And I'm like, they're not the same. The Irish and the Irish Americans are not the same species.
Well, it's like
nothing in common at all.
Pasta caladio lodio, or I want some mutz, or you guys have any rigot? It has nothing to do with one another. It's the diaspora that has completely evolved into something completely different.
They forget that their great grandparents came over because they were fleeing starvation by the British. They forget where they came from, but it's so weird. Anyway, I'm kind of in love with the SD43 all over again now. So that's a problem.
You got that for somebody else.
I did. That's a problem.
It's beautiful.
It's.
I mean, nice. I think a sub is listen. And everybody knows I'm like the biggest speedy guy. I love Speedmasters more than anything in the world. Though Sub is maybe the most manly watch there is in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
It's very manly.
You need
And I like it.
a 5-digit pre-ceramic.
Yeah.
You need a
oh,
14060M.
Yeah,
That's what you need.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love a Sub. I'm just, I guess, I'm a pre-ceramic guy. The
Maybe
ceramic
one with
ones,
a
they're
date
beautiful
because
too.
you already have a no date Rolex.
Yeah, no, I
So maybe one with a
Oh, you
date.
think so? You think I'd have to go date? I
Well, you
know, you're
already
right.
have a no date
I do.
Rolex.
Let's go Rolex. Let's go do Rolex Flexi, baby. I got those little wipes. How does it look? It looks pretty
It
beautiful.
looks a lot shinier. Sometimes it looks a little grimy in the
You know, it's
camera.
because I've got these. I've got uh, Gorn hands. I've got
You've got
anything I touch
you've
looks.
got Tim Wright thumbs.
Yeah,
When
anything
he
I
does his
touch,
thumb swipe and he completely
I
destroys
ruin everything. I'm constantly look up when we
That's
stream.
so
Look at
funny.
this. I'm constantly doing this because I whatever's on. Like, watch this. Look how I ruined the whole thing. Look at that.
Oh, because you sweat from your palms.
No, I don't. I don't know. It's oil. Because I asked the doctor because I'm not a big sweater, but it's just like I guess I'm full of oil. I don't know. It's gross. Anyway, that's my stuff. What were we going to show us just now? We need a Dirk date
I was going to
Rolex.
show you this as well.
Yes.
This is gold. Do you like that?
Yeah. So why were you wearing that the other day? So like you were saying that's the clue, and I was like, oh, did he? Is that a Cartier?
Because it's
bracelet?
gold. The
Oh,
clue
okay.
is
Well,
the
we
fact
all
that
knew.
it's made of gold.
By the way, that didn't help anybody because everybody knew that the watch was gold already.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
you
they
can't
wanted
get
that.
rid of a bluesy.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that? I was thinking, did you go Patek? And I was like,
Yeah, people were going, did he go up to Vacheron or Patek or JLC? And that would have been valid too, you know. But no, I guess that might be one of the next steps.
you're so right, Dave.
Faded vintage Pepsi, photo day jars. Yeah, that would be nice too. And that has the masculinity of the sub as well.
I mean, Rob Delaney has one of those old Rolexes on. It was like his dad's.
Yeah.
Like, but I like the ones that are almost purple because they're so faded out, like the aluminum bezel.
Yeah, the one where the red goes kind of pink, and the blue goes kind of almost like a weird purpley, and it gets all fadey. Yeah.
Now, I've never said this live in the whole wide world, but I'm gonna say it now because Speedies and Milgus. Here I have a Speedy, I have a Milgus. But like I've always thought that those old Pepsis, like the 1075, like shit like that stuff is like so pornographic to me when you see it. And I told you about 4 years ago, there was a guy and I was in a store and he went to go pay and I saw it and I went like this. I went, whoa, what is that? He had no idea. He goes, oh, it was my dad's. He goes, it's a Rolex. And I went,
well, we're getting somewhere.
I said, yeah, that sure is. I said, do you know what year that is? He goes, I don't know, 68, 69. I don't know when that was.
Wow.
It was the most beautiful thing. And it was so beat up because I love a GMT that's beat to shit. I love the faded bezel.
Yeah.
I like it worn because it's a masculine watch. And when you put that on a woman, it's even sexier.
It's even sexier.
Sexy.
Like what's her name from ET?
Oh yeah,
Drew Barrymore's.
Drew wears very beat up.
She has a faded Coke. She's sitting there in her interviews, all interested with this fucking beast of a watch on her little dainty wrist. I'm like, it's cool, man.
I mean, shit. Because the Coke has never really been reissued, right? Is that like the holy grail because they've never done it?
Yeah, when it happens, it'll be so big.
It'll be so, and like Rolex is like Apple. They almost give you what you want, so they haven't given anybody that.
They don't care what we want.
Carolyn's Coke. Oh my god,
is it nice? Yeah,
you've certainly seen her Coke.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, my god, I'm like, oh my god, and she babies it. She takes she's got so many GMTs. She's all about the GMT.
Yeah.
That's her thing. Did you guys yak about the? Does she know about the solid gold GMT yet? Or did she see it live?
Who?
Carolyn.
No, no, no.
Oh, because she's the GMT queen, right? Does she have like 5?
Oh yeah, she loves the Black Beauty. That's her favorite too.
She's got a Pepsi. She's got a Coke. She's
Nice.
got the Black Beauty. She's got like 5 or 6 GMT Master 2s. Well, the Pepsi and the Coke are both GMT Master. They're not even 2, the original ones. Yeah, I've never known anybody who's collects. I mean, obviously, old watch lady, I guess, right? She have a shitload of those.
Yeah, she's a lot of everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
I mean, for the record, fellas, ladies, and boys,
ridiculous.
I would kill for. At the end of the day, like, so the 3 watch collection, if we were to do that, would be Milgauss, because that's never ever, because I love this watch. Yeah. My Speedy, and I would love obviously I love the CK2915, but that'll never happen. So either the 60th anniversary or and I love the new First Omega in Space. But like as far as Rolex goes, yeah, it would be like a vintage Pepsi or a vintage Coke with a date. Yeah. I mean that the GMT Master, it's such a classic. And like there's other shit too, but does anybody really need that? Like you were saying on your show earlier about the Aquaterra.
Yeah,
It's a one watch. It's a one, like there are a million guys out there that buy like a Movado and like, they buy shit. But if
I think Aquaterra is a one and done. Yeah,
it's one and done. It does
if
everything.
it does everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Patterson's. I can't believe they're named after sodas. Well, they're not, but like people make shit up.
So they were coming up with names for this thing because there is no kind of official nickname, as far as I know, for this watch. It's not around. It's a very hard watch to find, and
it's like a gold Guinness. So I'm gonna say, how about the Guinness?
Well, there is a gold Guinness. There's the solid gold Guinness, which has on a Jubilee. That already exists. That was released.
So that's the Guinness Nitro, then.
Well, what they were coming up was I think my favorite one was the John Player Special, because the car.
John Player to me, John Player just means cigarettes.
Cigarettes. But
is that where it comes from? John Player is a race car driver?
No, it's a race car. I'll pull it up in a second. That's the Guinness, a full gold Guinness.
Oh, okay. So what's that called?
Well, the two-tone they call the Guinness, or some people call it the Zombie. Actually, more people call it the Zombie, I would say. Yeah. But I like Guinness. I think it does look like Guinness. And this is the full gold Guinness, or at least that's what I call it.
Okay.
Pretty sick watch. But it has the gray lower bezel. The one I have on is just pure black all the way around. And mine has a green... it's green. GMT hand is green instead of just raw naked gold. I like the naked gold. That's what the root beer has. And the GMT Master 2 is written in green on mine.
Yeah.
Now there is one with the green dial that is very sought after. I should pull that up too. I guess all I have to do is go 1-1.
Yeah, Rolex makes it hard for you to figure out. Like
8, and we'll find it because that'll come up first.
Yeah, you hate this watch. You hate that green. You've always said you hate that green.
I don't like that flat green, and they put that same flat green on the new Sprite.
It's a big mistake, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very sought after. It's highly collectible. It's kind of ugly, pretty.
It's so ugly.
Yeah,
I hate everything about that watch. First of all, the gold is way too yellow.
And one thing it has a gold GMT hand. I never noticed that, whereas mine has a green GMT hand. But mine is exactly the same watch, but with a black dial instead of this flat green.
It's probably white gold painted green.
I don't know. Well, I mean, it's going to be gold, but it's painted over. Yeah, well, we know that. I'm just saying.
Now that's really ugly. That's hideous. That's hideous. That looks like Nas wears that.
It's almost the same watch as I have on my wrist.
Not with that green dial. Ugh.
No, there's no green dial now.
That's
Mine's black.
hideous. That's hideous.
Okay, so I'll go back to mine. It's amazing what a dial can do. Like the
What
difference.
a dial can do.
What a dial can do. Sounds like a great song, but it's not. I'll give you this and then do this. There
I like
it is.
Mark in Brooklyn always gets political. Germany and Italy demand 245 billion in gold back from the U.S.
So
yeah,
you see
yeah,
there?
yeah. No, I
So I have a green. Yeah.
Go. Are all of your numerals on the date green?
No, they're not. I don't know where that came from. Why is 19 green?
I just got the biggest Woody from that. Because
I didn't see there was contrasting date. I need to check that.
Is that a roulette date?
I don't think so. Well, I have to check.
Oh my God! Imagine if you got a roulette.
Okay, I'll check right now.
Go do it live on the show, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to go on the show. Here we are on iBashers Live.
27 looks black to me.
But go to 19. Oh,
because it should be odd numbers that are colored, right?
Yes.
Oh, you're right. It's a green. It's green. 27 is green. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I'm discovering something new. And you have such a sharp eye, man. Fucking hell. You have the sharpest eye, I swear to God.
I mean,
my 27 is green.
green.
This is too much. Okay, so now let me change the date.
Oh my God.
This will fuck me
That's
up.
you have a roulette.
Setting a GMT with its date and they're getting it all right.
With a roulette date dial. Fuck.
No, wait.
Turn me on to the
it is. You're right. It's roulette. 28 is black.
Oh my God. All the odds.
Hold on. No. It's not. It's green. 28 is green. 29. It looks black at first. No, it's green. They're all green.
They're all green.
That's green, baby. Or am I losing my mind?
You need to return that right now.
I'll go to
Panel Power. Listen, Panel Power knows everything, man. This guy scares the shit out of me.
It's green.
He says they're all green.
They're all green. Panel Power is right.
He's right.
And that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, roulette would be even cooler.
I love the roulette.
Mike,
when I didn't know fucking jack shit about stuff, and I was like, yeah, I like the Milgauss. He goes, here's my date just, and I'm like, okay, and it was a red and black like a roulette wheel. I went, what the fuck is that? He goes, I don't know. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh shit, like so some of them had roulette dials. Oh man.
Yes, the roulette dials are lovely. The turnograph,
yeah, of course. Yeah. Now that we know what we know, we've actually had sex with a woman.
No, but that's a detail I didn't even notice.
00 is the only green on a roulette table.
That's right.
Smart. Pound Power, you scare the shit out of me because your knowledge is like, I wonder about him because his information is so scary to me. He knows like not just like smart guy stuff, but like really crazy stuff.
Well, he knew this. That's pretty crazy detail.
Yeah. Jim Patterson says it's the little flourishes in things that make them interesting. Of course it is. Yeah. 100%. Sure it is.
Well, now I can't unsee it.
Daniel Gutierrez. What a gem. Fine, Turk. Daniel, thank you so much for being such a fucking amazing basher and friend of this little microcosm we have. You're like an amazing dude. Thanks for the emails, all that stuff. You're great. Thank you so much. Ray, what am I going to say about you? When are we having sex? I'll come, I'll get you drunk. We'll go to the fucking west of Ireland. We'll hook up and then we'll forget about it and we won't tell anyone. Right? That'd be great, right?
That'd be real Irish style.
Be real Irish style. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Cheers.
You end up having sex with a sheep.
Right.
Lonely rural Ireland, and then you don't tell anyone.
Yeah, and just walk away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because that's just the way it was. The way we were. Who was it the other day that was Mary Ryan was trying to turn me on to a singer? She sounded just like Streisand. It's like trying to remember who the fuck it was. I can never remember anything anymore. Here's Manster number one. Hey, Manster, what happened to producer Michael? Like, you know what? I wish I knew. Obviously, you guys are more clued into that guy. He just looks like an old, tired bottom that hangs out on the left side of the glory hole. He just looks like that guy is like, I'll never understand that guy. Because you guys talk about him. I don't, because I don't care. But when I see him, I'm like, oh, geez, I've met so many fellas like him that are always on the other side of the glory hole. No thanks.
Jesus.
Just like secret little queen, you.
Manster, you have to go watch
Go.
my full stream tonight if you want to know.
Oh, man. Thank you for the kind words. Dude, come on. You're Daniel Gutierrez, bro. You've even been involved in like that. Remember that address thing that was so weird when I got something from Scotty Love, and it turns out the guy, he bought something from a guy online who was selling something, and it wound up coming from a guy named Daniel Gutierrez. And I was like, oh, thanks, Daniel. It wasn't from him at all. Anyway, pee break. I'll be right back. Oh, Daniel Travis. Welcome back, Dirk. Glad you didn't drop the soap. Dude, listen. If there's anything I know how to do in this world is not drop the soap. Listen, been there, done that. No, thanks. It's just not. Listen, like whatever floats your boat, that's great. But at the end of the day, no thanks. So here's a big bang boom for you, my friend. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's all good. Oh, did I mute myself when I was saying all that stuff?
No.
I'll be right back. I got a pee break.
Okay. Negus says, it's an involuntary celibate man. As sex working gay, I find these streamers stream for weird by. Oh, sorry, man. Well, Dirk is homosexual. I am not. We're the best of friends. He has a lot of wisdom. He's 60 years old. He lives in New York City. He's seen a lot in his life and gathered a lot of straightforward wisdom. And I think it's quite fascinating. But sorry you weren't enjoying it there. Ray broke back cliff with sheep, not horses. And there's Negus again. I was trying to search for Tyla new music video, and you came across us. That's strange. YouTube shall only be for music videos. If you say so, we're all listening to you, Negus. I don't know who you are, but hey, man, best of luck with everything. Daniel Gutierrez, are all the dates green? All the dates are green. Yes, I can confirm they're all green. I mean, I didn't go through I did go through them because I was resetting the date, but I went through 5 or 6 and they were all green. So I don't see why any of them would be black. You know, they all seem to be green, which is fine by me. That's very cool. But they appear black. Like in this light, it looks black. It's just when I shone the phone on it there, I could see it was green, which is so cool. Such a detail. Love that stuff. Yeah, panel pair. Prostitutes got a grift. Well, yeah, it's the original sport, right? That's what you got to do. There's no shame in it. People have to earn a living some way. No, I'm delighted. I mean, this is great. I mean, it's the right size for me. It's, it's good. I'm sure eventually I'll get tired of it, like you do at every watch, or almost every watch. But for now, it's definitely floating my boat.
Prostitutes got a grift. Wow.
We have an interesting newcomer that it would seem stumbled on our stream, who's probably not even watching anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, I think looks like he's a gay sex worker.
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
This guy here.
Negus Aphrodinidol. incel males getting a platform like Black Manosphere. That
Yeah, I don't think it needs much attention. It just
I
came
didn't know what
through.
incel meant. Apparently, incel means like guys who have never had sex, right?
Involuntarily celibate.
Yeah, so like
They're
no,
celibate
because
against
no
their
one
own
wants
will.
to fuck them.
Nobody wants to fuck them. Yeah,
Right. Okay. I
but
learned about that in that show,
they're
Adolescent.
trouble. They're trouble.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
big trouble because they go and shoot people. You know, they go on tirades and shoot up their class.
I didn't know that connotation.
They do that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah, because women don't want them, and it's a big problem. And men have been emasculated and blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah. Well,
It's just you know what that is? It's a fact of life.
You know how many guys throughout history have fucking murdered a million people because no one would fuck them?
Yeah, they're in the bell tower in the little town where they are, and they're like, Daddy never loved me, Mommy hates me, boom, 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 I'm gonna shoot everyone. Yeah.
What was that? What's that British drinking song? Nobody loves me, everybody hates me. Think I'll go eat worms.
Worms. Yeah. We used to sing that when we were kids. I'm gonna go and eat worms.
I mean, so do you think this guy's a sex worker?
Well, he claims to be. I don't know. For all I know,
oh,
it's
did
a
he
weird
say?
troll.
Oh, I'm curious. Incel men as sex working gay. I find these streamer for weird bi. Why you hear that?
He was trying to search Tyler new music video, and I don't know how he came across your stream.
Knock yourself out, Negus. I'm a gay dude, and I applaud you. Go
do what
fucking
you're
suck for money, and knock yourself out. Because you know what? It's a finite profession. Save all your money. Invest wisely, my friend.
Fair enough.
There is a point in time where nobody's going to want you.
Jim Patterson, interesting that green and black are often synonymous. Yeah. Black and gold also. So you didn't know about John Flair? I think how John Flair is folded up here. Oh, I do.
I just know about John Player Blue.
John Player Blue. I know. Yeah.
John Player Blue. All the Irish. What do you smoke? John Player Blue.
Well, it was that race car, right? It was a Lotus Formula One.
But that's because John Player, the cigarette, sponsored that.
You know, when we were, of course. When we were kids, we had Scalextric, right?
Yeah.
You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
And we had a John Player car, and it beat every other car. It would actually lift the other cars off the track. It would go straight through behind them and lift them off. It was so much faster than all the other cars when we were little kids. So maybe that's why it rang a bell with me, the John Player. And
plus, every person you've ever known in Ireland at one point smoked John Player.
Smoked, yeah, Dad smoked them. Dad smoked them. So
is that what he smoked?
For a long time, or maybe the whole time. John Player, yeah.
Still called John Player. Those are the British cigarettes.
Yeah,
the big ones. Because
Ireland's
never made a cigarette, right?
I don't think so. We don't have tobacco. How could we make a cigarette?
Neither does England.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody, who was I talking to earlier?
We make great wine, though.
Yes, right. Is that the origin of coffee?
Yes.
And it's like, it was never made in Italy. It's always been from Ethiopia. And I looked it all up today. And it turns out, who invented coffee? The drink?
Iran, was it?
No, it was monks.
Oh, well, monks are behind everything. Monks made wine. Well, we have monks to thank for wine.
Yeah, for
winemaking, for champagne.
Cognac, champagne, everything.
Yeah.
And a lot of medicines as well, and elixirs and all those kinds of things.
Well, remember as well, like the church had funding. Yeah, the church, as far back as you go, it always had funding. Yeah. So if there's anything, if they're going to put anything together, they had the fucking money to do it. So it's a different era back then, That's why the church got ahead of everyone. It's like the military today. All the best technology starts in the military, then it gets trickled down to us. But they had fucking touch screens long before we had touch screens on our phones. Oh my
God, sure.
Yeah. Because they had the funding.
They had the funding for all that stuff. And then the touch screens. Do you remember the first touch screen you ever saw? How thick and stupid they were? And They barely
I
worked.
remember seeing a demonstration of a large one before the iPhone hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this will change the world. And then when the iPhone came out and they had pinch and scroll and zoom and swipe and all of that, I was like, oh my God, that's it. That's the end of it. Now you're actually truly interacting like it's a piece of paper that you're flicking or whatever. It's a totally different thing. Yeah. It was a great moment. Oh, by the way, I was in an Apple store today in Bologna because we don't have an Apple store
Yeah,
here.
you said I saw
They
that.
have a big fat Apple store there, a big one. I feel like I'm in New York or something. Bologna is fucking like super modern in that way.
I mean, it's a university town.
Yeah,
They have to have all that shit there.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a play. They're not even gonna. I'm sure there's one in Milan, but
Oh yeah,
they're gonna have it in any other town. It's gonna be Bologna.
Bologna.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the iPhone 16 Pro and the 15 and everything. I was like, but like the prices here are so bad.
Yeah.
I feel like I should just buy one, send it to your house, and bring it over in September with you.
No, you wait until the iPhone 17 comes out in September.
And then there'll be an iPhone 18.
No, because September is when they release the iPhone.
Oh, that's right.
September. Why would anybody get an iPhone?
I'll get the 17.
Now?
I'll send it to your apartment, and you can pack it with your stuff.
Well, when's it come out? Because I'm fucking flying there on the 17th of September.
Well, I don't know. Apparently you know the dates when they announce.
Well, hold on, let me look it up. Go talk to this people. Find out right now.
Jim Patterson, the Apple Store is kind of tired. I remember when it was all the rage. They still have all the simple layout, though. I think that's pretty smart when you're wandering through an Apple Store. Everything's so minimalist. It's not crowded full of stuff.
September 8th.
Oh, there you go.
So I'll be able to pick one of those up for you and bring it.
You can wander into Grand Central and grab one for me.
I'll grab one.
I'll worry the cash, because it'll just be so. Even with the tax, it'll still be cheaper, and especially with the dollar now. By the way, I'm getting a watch that's over in the States. I'm having the guy drop it off to Emmett because the dollar is so fucking weak.
So bad.
It's he'll get, he's happy with the money, and I said, my brother lives in LA. He's like, oh, I go up to Santa Barbara all the time. I'll just drop it on my way up.
Yeah, they're up there a lot. They love to go wine explore.
He's like, on my way up, I'll just drop it off to him. I was like, great. So I reached out to Emmett, and I was like, hey, is it cool if I just send you he can wear it, whatever he wants, and just, fly with it.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Panel Power. Last March, I only had enough time, Dirk, for a coffee corretto in Bologna whilst waiting to change. And that's my life. I picked up a bike frame there in 1990 something.
Nice to Rome.
And I got off the train.
The train station is rough.
Yeah, it's rough.
And it's all underground. It's
train stations other than Milan and Italy are rough.
Yeah. Well, at least Milan is all glorious.
It's beautiful.
Bologna train station is like nothing on the ground, on the surface level, and then you go down into THX 1138, and it's fucking horrible. I mean, it's not grimy; it's all clean.
Yeah,
but it's very sterile. You could be anywhere in the world. You could be in Stockholm. You don't know where you are.
Stockholm. You know I'm supposed to go to Stockholm, right? You know about that?
No.
Paul's dad, since Julie died, they had friends, acquaintances that said, whenever you have a chance, please visit us in Stockholm. Julie's now no longer with us, and they reached out and said, you should come. So he's urging me and Paul to go to Stockholm. Now, I have never been to Sweden. Never been. And so we're thinking about doing that in October. So
it's a beautiful town. I mean, Stockholm is beautiful. It's magnificent. Great coffee houses everywhere.
Sure.
Swedes aren't particularly friendly people unless you get them drunk. When you get them drunk, they start hugging you and kissing you. And the next day, they're sober and they feel guilt and they won't look at you because they feel like they made idiots.
They were violated.
That's the Swedish. Yeah.
Paddle Power says Milano Centrale is amazing. Dude, there's nothing. It's the most beautiful train station in the world.
It's amazing, that train station.
There's nothing better.
I was there last
Even
week.
The homeless people are nice in there. I was drunk as a skunk.
I don't know if it's nice. I don't know if it's nice. It's very majestic. Oh, but nice. It's a stress situation that place is it's packed full of everyone,
Oh yeah.
and there's everyone standing around waiting to see what platform they have to run to, and you might get just your legs chopped off by some crazy woman with her bags, like driving her way through the people. Like it's a stressful place. But when you get off the train, and you come from here, which is the most relaxed place on earth, and you get off the train, it's just so majestic and monstrous. It's the scale of the fucking building.
I mean, like, listen, I live 2 minutes
It's like
from
looking
Grand
at a
Central.
mountain or something, you know?
Yeah. I mean, maybe Penn Station was more beautiful than Grand Central. It probably was. I didn't live to see it, but
Yeah.
I've been in a million train stations in my life, and I've never seen anything as physically gorgeous as that place. And I've been to all the Hauptbahnhof, all the German ones, and they're cool too. I like a good shed. I like a great Euro shed. There's some cool stuff. I know Madrid's got a cool one, but there's something very amazing about Milano Centrale. It's an amazing place.
Yeah,
Really
big
is.
monster.
It's a monster. And the worst train station I think I've ever seen in my entire life is Termini in Roma. So that's like the place to get just mugged.
Yeah, it's a sprawl, but
It's a
there's
sprawl.
nothing nice about it. Yeah,
Everybody's
there's
gross.
yeah.
Scusi, bisogna aiuto, you need, like, all these motherfuckers come up to you and, like, they're trying to, like, you're like, do you need help? And meanwhile, they're all fucking scammers. Rome is funny. It's that town. Like, I like a lot of shit about Rome, especially I like Roman pizza. And you said the other day that you don't understand cacio e pepe. I was like, I wouldn't think I would either, but I gotta say that when I had cacio e pepe with Paul's cousin, he took us to some place.
Yeah, when you have the real one.
Yeah.
I can't eat that shit, but
no, I know he doesn't agree with you because you're probably celiac.
It's just a sleep fest.
Man,
you're gonna fall asleep.
At this point in my life, all food
big mound of cheese on pasta. It's like I don't know. It's just
there was something amazing about that shit though, and it was like a.
And the stinkier the pecorino is, the better. You want it stinky. You want it to smell like the.
You want the locatelli. You want the real shit.
The
nastiest shit.
Nasty, stinky. Has to smell like bad feet. That's good. Cacio pepe has to smell like.
Most of the time, I actually prefer that over Parmigiano Reggiano. I have to say it. Parmigiano Reggiano can be extremely benign sometimes, depending on the aging. It can be just good, or it can be woody. 36 months is old. Like, Paul's cousin.
36 months gets very granular.
It does.
It's kind of sugary on the palate.
Caramelized.
Yeah. And it's very soft. It's like old gold. It's like 24 karat gold. It's all soft. I think 24 months is the sweet spot for me, but
I agree.
I don't know
it
what
is.
I'm talking about.
Paul's cousin Davide says, because he's the contadino del latte per Gran Rapadano Formaggio, and he says, Dirk, I understand the fascination be Parmigiano Reggiano, but the problem is that so many people make it, and it's all in the region. He goes 24 months, perfetto. Anything else, because you don't want to, troppo vecchio, troppo giovane. You want it all. You want the perfect thing. And he said 24 months is the best.
He said 24?
He said 24 is the sweet
there
spot
you go.
for all cheese. Right.
Well, I feel better now.
Yeah. He says 24 months is the perfect spot. But he says that for the most part, because of where Parmigiano Reggiano has to be made, and because it's such a commercial success, he says there's a lot of bullshit that happens politically with that cheese. And, like, he's very proud of what he does. And I understand that. And we all love Grana Padano because we all buy it and we all eat it. Yeah. But, like, you know what? It's consistently great. Consistently. I will always say that Grana Padano, every time I buy it, it's consistently good. Whereas sometimes I'll buy Parmigiano Reggiano and it'll be like, oh shit, why isn't that as great as it was the last time I had it?
Oh yeah.
You know, like wow, this
That
doesn't
happens a
live up
lot
to.
with mozzarella here.
Oh, in Italy it happens.
All our mozzarella is much higher standard than
Oh
you get
Jesus,
over there,
yes,
much higher.
of
So
course.
even when it's bad here, it's probably better than what you're used to. But
Yeah,
now that I've gotten used to all the really good shit, I get to differentiate between them, and
yeah.
it does. Now listen, there's burrata and
I hate
there's
burrata.
mozzarella di bufala, and then there's just mozzarella, which is made with cow, and sometimes the cow is nicer than the buffalo one.
Yeah, I don't get.
But they do vary in quality, depending on where you buy them and what you get and then what you pay and all of that. It does. It can vary. I'll never forget when I was in Napa with friends. We were on a big wine tasting day, and it was all expensive. And we went to some fancy fucking restaurant in Napa, and the waiter was like, "Well, we have a special mozzarella."
burrata with figs.
What we do is we melt it over a thing, and we do a thing with honey, and we melt it, and we melt.
I've never seen
And
you
I was
do an
just,
American accent ever in my life. I've never heard that ever, and I want more now.
so I was just like, oh god, this is and it came out. It was absolute garbage. Like the mozzarella was garbage. And it just took all my strength not to, because the American friends are like, oh, yeah, it's so tasty. Yeah. And I was like, it has no, my inner voice was like, there is no taste. You don't know what taste is. There's something wrong with
But
your
mozzarella in general doesn't.
It
taste
was
like
plastic
much anyway.
shit from the fucking deli, and it was melted. We melted over a thing, and then we do a special.
Now you're almost doing Carl Sagan.
I'm getting Carl Sagan. Carl, you do a better Carl Sagan than I do.
Yeah, that was pretty good though. You were doing the nasal.
Well, exactly. We don't know about the universe. Yeah. It's really hard to do a good Carl Sagan. I've never
Carl
heard
Sagan. First of all, listening to him is like the sweetest music in the history of the world.
That guy terrifies me. I'll tell you why.
He's the
Because
greatest.
I'm convinced he's an alien who pretended to be a human and came down to Earth to tell us all what really happens in the universe. Because he was doing it all in the 60s and the 70s.
Oh yeah, in the 70s. Before,
you know, long before
billions of stars.
Yeah, long before
he knew stuff that like only James Webb figured out.
There you go, Dave. Like, billions and billions. Yeah,
exactly. Billions and billions. This is the cactus anomaly. Yeah, and the way he would pose, it was amazing. Watch him on Johnny Carson. It's like the most.
That's a clip I just saw the other day. I saw him on Johnny Carson.
Amazing.
Well, and he has this whole thing like he's putting up with us and our stupidity. Because he feels bad for us because we just don't know anything.
We don't get it yet.
That's the feeling I get off that guy. He terrifies me, man. He's like Star Trek. He's as close to Star Trek to Gene Roddenberry as I can think of.
The first episode of season 3 of the new Star Trek. I don't know how many nerds are out there, but like Strange New World is the most valid new Star Trek entry in the canon. And the new episode, the first episode of the new season of Strange New Worlds was mind-boggling.
Really?
It was so good. I watched it on my.
How new is that?
Just came out like 2 days ago.
Oh shit! So now you're watching a whole new Star Trek thing?
Well, Star Trek Strange New World is on season 3, you know, because they had Discovery with like all the woke shit. I'm gay, she's black, I'm black, she's lesbian, blah, we're all trans this, trans that, trans fat. We're all a million.
We're all trans fat.
We're a million kind of trans.
Trans.
We're trans everything. And it just got so tired that everybody just got sick of it. And which is fine. But because it's just like, just be who you are and who gives a shit. Stop labeling people. But then the guy from Rent made the Kevin Spacey accusations, and then it ruined the show. And then they had no captain. And anyway, So finally, they woke up and they came up with this new
'Cause
show called
what we want is great scientific shit.
Right. So what
We
they
don't
did
need
was
to know about wokeness.
no, I don't care about
And
like
I support woke. Sorry, but
yeah.
I
Of course
do.
you do. Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't. You
Right.
know,
I don't give
it's
a
like
shit. I just
what we
don't
want.
want. I don't want people to shove shit down my face. Like I really don't care
Sure.
about like love who you want. It's all good. Be who you want. Be who you
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
It's all great.
Right.
Great,
Yeah,
great,
yeah.
great. It's great. But it's just like the theater of it, which is so boring. Like the theater of like making it.
Yeah, that's not
an
interesting
issue.
storytelling.
Not interesting
Yeah,
storytelling.
yeah.
You know, like
Tell a
I don't
story.
give a shit. Wear dress. I don't care. But you know, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
Just tell
so
a story. Just tell a
tell
story.
the story. So they came up with Strange New Worlds, and that's the story of continuing story of Captain Pike, who precedes Kirk. And Spock is on it, and Nurse Chapel is on it,
Fuck.
and it's really good. They're now on season 3,
And
and
it's really
it's
good.
maybe the best thing since Enterprise because everything's been so shit since then. And it's
Wow.
man, I watched it on my new crazy 34-inch widescreen
Nice.
monitor, and I was like freaking amazed how great it's funny too, like the original series.
Jim
Whereas
Patterson likes Huxley. he
was he
reads
like?
Huxley. Everyone has to read Huxley at
Well,
least
Brave
once
New
in their
World,
life.
of course.
Panel Power 709. He likes 709.
Well, who
Jerry
doesn't?
Ryan.
Jerry
Who
Ryan, you
doesn't
know
like
what?
Jerry Ryan?
Everybody loves Jerry Ryan. And you know what? Because I'm the biggest Kate Mulgrew fan in the whole wide world, and they famously did not get along. And it is because Kate Mulgrew was hired to be the first starship captain of a Federation vessel. And so all of a sudden she got usurped by this new season 4 rolls around. The ratings are waning, and all of a sudden, let's come up with a hottie, and she happens to be a Borg. And so she resented that, and she admittedly in her books, because guys, read Kate Mulgrew's books. She's a English historian. She uses the English language like it's just like raindrops. This woman, the language is so gorgeous the way she writes. She's an immense intellectual. She writes about Jerry Ryan. She goes, I couldn't get out of my own way to realize that this woman, this incredibly beautiful, courageous, talented woman, was bringing something to the show that I couldn't save, and that was overt sexuality and bravura. And it was incredible because, like, a lot of women, men too, can't admit when somebody younger and sexier and whatever shows up and boosts the ratings. And of course, Voyager went on to do a 7-season gangbusters thing, and in great part to Jerry Ryan because she revived the show. The show was dying essentially. And Kate Mulgrew, while an attractive woman for sure, is not that. But for a woman to admit that, that's for anybody to admit. Forgive me, guys. I don't mean to say a woman because that's wrong. For anybody to admit that, the younger, newer model is always hard to swallow, right?
Right.
But who doesn't love Jerry Ryan? By the way, Jerry Ryan, 7 and 9, is an incredible character in the canon of Star Trek. She's a brilliant actor. Not actually beautiful. And forget about the cat suits. It doesn't matter. She's brilliant at what she does. Brilliant. It's not. So is Jolene Blaylock. I'm like, me. I'm the biggest Enterprise fan in the history of the world. But like Jolene Blaylock, one of the most gorgeous women ever, and yet somehow is the ultimate Vulcan. Like listen, just because you're beautiful doesn't mean you're a shit actress. Not everybody's J-Lo.
Right.
Not everybody's crap.
Right.
So anyway,
Enough champagne to fill the Nile. You don't watch Instagram and TikTok is just full of people doing Gal Gadot going, enough champagne to fill the Nile. Or their shit
Did she
acting.
do that?
Yes, that's like in one of those
From the movie with
yeah. Death on the Nile,
Death on
right?
the Nile. Now we watched that, and we watched that because we love what's
Khalil, no. I need to know what you did with the stone. Her flat acting is just so awful.
She's an
People
atrocity,
people
not only talent
hate
wise.
her so much.
Why is she not canceled?
I hate her so much. Flames on the side of my face. Why is she what?
Why is she not canceled for her IDF murdering and all that stuff?
Well,
And
because
her
because
immense
they're
untalent.
because America is Israel.
No,
It's the same thing.
not anymore. Not anymore. It's
the
over, man.
same exact
Now,
thing.
did you not see how the
It's
tide is turning
served.
here in America? It's over. Tucker
It,
Carlson is now anti-Zionist.
well, that's Tucker Carlson. Macron just recognized Palestine as
I know.
there, or says
But
he will
it's
in
over.
September,
It's over
and
for them.
it was the United States condemned it. We're miles away from the United States doing anything like that.
Well, once we get the Cheeto out of business, we're good to go.
I don't know about
And
that.
he's actually
because Kamala and Biden were just as bad, if not worse, with that. They gave them billions. And
Yeah.
Biden said there was 40 beheaded babies and all that bollocks. So shut up. It's not. It's America serves Israel. That's it. It's basically it's a garden. It's an orchard that grows fruit for Israel to eat. That's it.
Your boy
Sorry.
Brendan Boswell says congratulations. That's a great shot there.
Brenny.
With your
Fearless
Daytona.
Brenny. He just got threatened by other channels and so on. He's
coarse.
He's like Coffee
He's
Dilla.
a coarse guy. He tells it like he feels it.
Yeah.
You know, and that doesn't always go down well with people.
Well, yeah, but some of these guys are scumbag assholes and they just want to shut him up because he's telling the truth. That's what's happening.
Take a knife to their neck, man.
Yeah. No, but he's playing them pretty well.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job. I'd be a bit more. I'd be coming in with a sledgehammer, but he's like he knows which fights to battle and which ones not.
I watched his show. I'm sure he knows how to pick his battles.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like the me kind of type. You know,
he doesn't give a flying fuck, but he's measured.
Yeah. Rufus, Bernie Sanders has been calling Netanyahu a war criminal for a really long time, my friend.
I don't give a shit about Bibi. Netanyahu's like the head of the pimple. He's just,
but here's where you guys get it wrong. And I say you guys because there's this current train of thought. Yes.
But it's all Netanyahu. And if they get Netanyahu out, everything will be resolved.
It's all wrong.
No.
Because it's been going on for 70 years.
Yeah.
It's not just
the entire society is sick.
Part of it.
They're sick. The entire.
He's the current. The whole thinking.
Zionism
as a whole needs to be eradicated.
Absolutely.
Goodbye, Zionism.
Yeah.
You know, and that's an ideology, and that's very hard to deprogram people from. Because people don't realize, like, you know, I realized that years ago on Facebook when a guy I grew up with, who's just like a garden variety Jewish guy in America, that it was my friend growing up, was like, "What are you talking about? Occupy?" I said something about occupied Israel.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean it's occupied?
We've been there for 4,000 years.
You have not been there at all. You guys are from Germany and fucking Sweden and fucking Austria and Switzerland. You guys are not there at all. You guys were out of there. The fucking wave came and Moses took your bride. You guys left. You guys are out of there. I said, so America should be everyone should be an indigenous American. Well, like, what are you saying here? And he's like, Kennedy, fucking learn your history. And then I gave him this whole dissertation on shit. And I never heard from him ever again. So I was like, you guys have zero claim to that shit, you know. And listen, I don't want to get involved. Listen, like so many Jews are so important to my life, are so integral to my world.
They're distancing themselves.
Well, they should, because it has nothing to do with that. Listen, I grew up, I've told you this. I grew up with like some of the most special people in my entire life were Jews and are Jews. And I learned very, very young with Mimi's brother-in-law, who said that we have no right to Israel. because he was a very, very special part of Judaism, where he said it's not in the Torah, and he's like, he took me to see
ultra religious part.
He took me to see Rabbi David. And I actually went when I was like 17. He goes, because I was so interested. I found it so interesting. And he said, no, why don't we go? And he took me down to Brooklyn, and we saw Rabbi David, and we watched his lecture. And he said, it's against the tenets of the Torah and all this stuff, because this is all Zionism is a political real estate movement. It's a load of bullshit. And like that's I learned when I was 17 years old. It was fascinating. And this is by an ultra religious Orthodox Jewish man.
Yeah.
Zalman,
well, there is that sect, and they're obviously, they're against.
No, that's real Jews
for their own reasons, but it's it counts too.
Yeah, it's real Jews.
People are trying to push away. Go, no, that ain't us. We're not like that. We don't do that.
What?
Stop doing that shit in our name.
What?
That ain't us, and that's
that's
their new struggle now. These poor people will always have a struggle.
Sure.
I spoke to a rabbi years ago who said we'll always have a struggle.
Yeah.
We always have a struggle, no matter what it is. We always have a struggle. Their new struggle is going, no, what? We don't do that. We don't, shoot little kids. So we don't point our rifles at little kids' heads and go.
And nobody ever did.
And laugh at it. There's loads of memes going around.
I saw that beach thing with the guy taking his clothes up on the beach, and
oh man, there's so many videos that are just unbelievable. I can't even look at them anymore.
And this is all because of Gal Gadot. Well, thank you, Gal, because we love you, because you're like one of Satan's helpers.
Did you hear about Superman?
What now?
You didn't know about Superman? So the new Superman movie apparently.
I know about the new Superman movie. That new guy
is too woke.
Is it too woke?
Well, it shows imperialist nation over, shooting and oppressing people, little brown kids in a desert, and all of this kind of stuff. And Superman helps the unfortunate. And Ben Shapiro's pulling his hair out, going, "This is anti-Israel," and so on. And people are going fucking nuts about it. And the director's like, "No, actually, but it's just a coincidence or whatever." When I wrote the movie or I was putting it together, all this stuff wasn't on the news. But people are drawing lines of comparison. But I think it's very revealing that the Ben Shapiro's of the world are drawing that same line, because there is no mention. These are imaginary places in a imaginary story, but they're recognizing the pattern. They're going, hold on, and which is a admission of guilt, I think, because they're going, hold on, are you talking about us? Because we shoot little kids in the desert. It's like you're admitting that looks like you, So apparently Superman is like mad woke. There's a cool thing. I think
you
can talk to the crowd.
Scotty Love, sorry, buddy. He goes, wow, just turning in after we get us talking about that. Listen, it was a brief thing. We were just talking about
It just came in now.
Whom everybody loves.
It's all over the fucking news and everything. It's everywhere.
451. I'm gonna give you a big bang boom just because you're the super guy. Because you're the king of the bashers of the day. That's why. Brendan Boswell wants to know whether or not Dave sleeps. No, because Brendan. So I have this thing on my show called Basher of the Day, and when you're Basher of the Day, Dave Fahrenheit 451.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Right. So Dave. So like if you're the number one poster on my thumbnail, you get a song of the day. I have to kind of it's getting too crazy. It's so crazy. I've got like 600 songs now.
This reminds me of when you wanted to bake a cake for everyone and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, why are you doing this?" Like,
well, listen, I'm a people pleaser.
I know, but
don't worry about me. I'll come later.
It's taking on a lot. The first person in gets a whole song. Why don't
Yeah,
you build them a house while you're at it and fix their
whatever.
plumbing
It's
while
all
you're at
fine.
it? Like,
So at this point in the game, now it's got to be like if you've got it, you get it the first time you get one. But Dave has given away so many of them because he's been the Bash of the Day so many times because he's so amazing. I think he's a vampire. I don't think he sleeps. And anytime I post a video, Dave is I think he's got 62 or 63 number one first commenters.
so you made 63 songs.
No, I probably made him like he started giving them away. He says, I've had too many, give it to the next guy. And then it turned into a culture of let's give it to somebody who's never had one before. And now it is turning into more like if you get it and you've had it before, give it to somebody who's never had it before because of Dave Fahrenheit 451, because of his, because his benevolence. He's created this culture because it got to the point where I was like giving, Andrew 16 songs and everybody 16. Like it started to get like, oh shit. I got to record so many songs. So now it's getting to the point where it's more manageable as things go. But anyway, thanks so much. And Brendan, you're right. Does he sleep? I have no idea. Superman was created by anybody remember this is where the show starts to die. The third season of the fourth season of Enterprise, where if the Nazis didn't lose the war, that's the very first episode.
Well, wasn't there a whole TV show based on that? It was called something about Empire or something. Shit. And it was an imaginary future or present, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, this was like Archer got like he was on the back of a truck and the Nazis. It was so cool. It was a great episode. Great stuff. And the whole season, the whole first kind of 3 episodes are about if the Nazis took over the White House. It was pretty amazing. Jim Patterson says the High Castle.
The High Castle, that's it. Thank you, Jim. The High Castle. And
break 2. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, the world is like it's half German Nazi and half Japanese. It's kind of, I think it's a bit closed-minded though, because we wouldn't know. In the end, the other side won, and we live in that reality. I think we wouldn't know whether it was it's assuming a lot to think that that it would be a totalitarian kind of reality. We might already be in a totalitarian reality. We just don't know. So I had an issue with that show for that reason. As Woody Allen said many years ago, had they won, we would praise them for their achievement, because that would be the reality that we live in. Anyway, The Man in the High Castle, John Parra. Man in the High Castle. Yeah, it's based on a book, right? It's interesting stuff. But listen, we live in a reality where people went and took over countries, conquered other countries. Look at what Britain did for centuries, just going in and slaying people and just taking over and going, we rule. Now you bow to the crown, you kiss the ring. That has happened already in its own forms. So I don't know. I think we get off on this idea that we're all right, and I think that's a beginning of a mistake. You don't have another planet Earth to compare to, so you don't know. It's like people who go off on religion. You can't compare. You can't say religion has brought terrible things to the world. We can point at certain things, certainly, but we don't have another planet Earth that we can compare to who never had religion. They're all doing great and there's no problems, no one's fighting. And we can go, oh, well, then, we don't have another example. We only have our example. And one example out of one is not is not an example. It's called the observation selection effect. We all suffer from it. I do too. Charles Thompson, spot on, Brenny. What did Brenny say? There's Paz again. Ever see the Arch of Titus? Must cause some serious cognitive dissonance. I haven't seen that. The Native Americans will probably agree with you. Yeah, look at their reality. The imposter absolutely won. 100 million people slain. It's very, very short-sighted to assume. I think the problem is that it's like sitting in the good seats up the front of the plane. You know, you're comfortable, you feel great because you're in a comfortable place, and then you try to pad that with reasons. That's all it is. That's all.
You guys sound so like you're having such a cheery conversation.
Sorry.
Hold on. You guys need a little kazoo in your lives.
Yeah.
Or just
how's your vino gone? Did you finish it?
Oh, I drank that bottle and I'm done.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like I drank a bottle of Prosecco. What the fuck is wrong with me? Holy shit.
You're 60.
Yeah.
I have to apologize. I did not know. I thought you were 59. You kept saying 60s on the horizon and 60s on the, and I thought you're 58 turning 59. No. I didn't know you were 59 turning 60. Jeez.
How the fuck did that happen?
Don't look 60, I can tell you that.
The Arch of Titus is in Rome. I need to work on shit too, because I need to follow the Sheen O'Malley thing. I'm going to do the chair thing because I got my bikes already.
What chair thing?
Like I'm going to do the chair workout. Like everybody's doing the chair workout and they're getting all fucking buffed up. It's like doing push-ups and sit-ups, but you're doing it with a chair and everybody's getting.
You lift up your legs and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's all that shit.
I'm just focusing on arms. I don't need to build up my torso because as you get older, your torso just gets thicker and bigger.
That's what happens.
So I don't need any more.
I've got a lot of real estate back here. I have tons of back.
What I'm focusing on is eating way less. Just the consumption of food has been reduced, not in the past couple of days, because that was, but it's just way less consumption of food overall. And
I don't eat a lot. I don't. Okay. I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat sweets. I'm not a dessert person. I don't care about cookies or ice cream. I don't give a shit about any of that. I make, like I eat salads, but it's like it gets to the point when as you get older, you have to realize that there's a quotient here, and you have to figure out, okay, your body's not burning the calories the way it used to burn them before. Like dropping 20 used to be like nothing.
You don't need them anyway. You're not growing anymore. So
not growing anymore.
You know what I
mean? But like I want to sit down and because I do like a bowl of pasta. And I do like a ravioli or a tortellini or any of that stuff. But for me, I love bread. I have to be like, I'm getting rid of some of the things that I love, like butter and.
You love bread. You love pasta. You love a lot of.
I like carbs.
Things that turn, that have issues there.
I like the carbs.
Yeah, you do.
Thanks so much for that. I'll give you $5. Yeah, with the Arch of Titus, yes. Yeah. Well, Pat Power wants to know if I had the kazoo in prison. Of course I did. I brought it with me. Actually, I bring this to Rose's house because she plays harmonica. I've said earlier in the show. I ordered a D harmonica because I want to play. I want to play the Wizard. Maybe my favorite Black Sabbath song of all time. People don't get the Wizard, but I do. Were you a big fan of? You were a big fan of that first Sabbath record, right?
I was a big fan of Sabbath. Sabbath were, when Ozzy passed, Lydia was here, and she sits on this side. I sit over there, and. she's over here controlling the TV and has Spotify on there. She pulls up her Spotify and plays music. I've been turned on to some amazing new bands from the week that she was here. Idols, man. Idols. They're so good. They're fucking so
Idols,
good.
that's the name of the band?
Idols, but not IDOL. It's IDLES, like you're idling.
Oh.
Idols.
Okay.
Man, they're fucking so cool. And anyway, so she stuck on Sabbath, a big long playlist of Sabbath, and we went through everything. We had a couple of beers, and it was, I love Sweet Leaf. I always love Sweet Leaf. I love Sweet Leaf since the moment I heard the cough was the beginning of the song.
Sure, yeah.
That's just so cool. That
I like on that album. I like After Forever. I like. Would you like to see the Pope on the end of a road? Do you think he's a fool? Of course, everybody. Listen, no disrespect to Ozzy Osbourne because he's the Prince of Darkness. He didn't write any of those lyrics. It was old Geezer Butler.
It was all Geezer.
Geezer wrote every lyric for Sabbath ever, but Ozzy wrote the melodies. So there you go.
Right.
That's something to be said. That's writing music, my friends.
Yeah, that's how it goes. It's teamwork.
Yeah.
Usually.
I didn't realize that he was a big Zio, though, and that's only because of his wife.
It's only he's following his wife's lead. That's all.
Sure.
War Pigs. I mean, they came up with War Pigs, so
sure.
That's not very
Geezer
Zio.
did.
Well, Geezer did.
Geezer is no fan of that shit, but it is an amazing. It might be the greatest rock and roll exit of all time.
It might be
that he went and he did that, and
he sat in the throne.
Yeah,
with the microphone.
Yeah, and then of course there is conflicting. Listen, Sharon is Sharon, and she does what she does. Because I watched some videos where he's like, "Time for change, time for strange." He sounded great, and then I saw what it really sounded like, and obviously, like the pay-per-view was like some kind of treated and or replaced vocals. Yeah. And that's okay. Listen, the guy gave it his all. He was so sick for so long, gave up his pain medication so he could be coherent for this show.
Because it was all fighting. Yeah. It was all that. Yeah.
So I mean, it's probably the greatest rock and roll exit of all time. It's basically he should have just died on stage. It would have. That's the only thing that would have been better. Would just be drop dead like on stage.
Yeah, you're right.
It would have been the greatest thing. And Tom Morello, he was. While I like him as a person, his music does nothing for me whatsoever, and he's a fucking horrible guitar player. I like him as a person, but the assemblage of the people that they got together, I thought was mostly very, very cool. I think Tom Morello is probably one of the greatest super fans of all time. When he loves somebody, he's the guy that inducted Kiss into the Rock and Roll and basically told everybody go suck it, because you're all wrong.
Great. I like Tom Morello. Also, he came up with all that shit with the toggle.
He didn't come up with that.
Who came up with that?
That shit's been going on forever. You mean the kill switch? The kills. Oh no. I don't get me wrong. I love Tom Morello as a person. This is great. This is Rage Against the Machine's not my thing. Also, he's Vernon Reid.
They were my thing. They were kind of my thing for a while.
The Vernon Reid kind of guitar players that just go a lot of.
Panel Power read my mind. Bowie with Black Star was a great exit.
Ooh, Bowie with Black. It's one of the greatest.
I was already thinking of that.
It's one of the greatest exits of all time. I mean, that
was so secretive about it, though.
Well, that's Bowie, He just didn't want to dwell
Eddie
on
likes
that
Morello.
shit.
I like Morello.
I like him as a person. Don't get me wrong, but as a guitar player, and it's
think about the solo he does for "Killing in the Name of."
Is that good?
With the octaver? Yeah, it's great. It's inventive, and then he has all those rhythmic things with the toggle. He's turning the guitar on and off.
He does the switch.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I don't know. I guess it's whatever floats your boat. At the end of the day, my opinion doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, what floats your boat is what matters, because that's what makes the world go round. Some people like Michelangelo, some people like
I'm just
Titian.
saying that he was unique. It was a lot of
Yeah.
originality in his. He
Well,
wasn't
Rage
your
Against the
standard
Machine are very
guitar.
original as a band
Yeah,
in
but I feel
general.
like he was the sound of Rage Against the Machine. It's like Edge to U2. What Edge? He's not like the greatest guitarist of all time, but what he
No,
was essential to the sound and the
there would
aesthetic
be
of
no
U2.
U2 without the Edge.
Yeah. I
There'd be
feel like Morello is the same for Rage
oh,
Against the Machine. By the way, Morello said that Kneecap are the new Rage Against the Machine.
he did say that.
Yeah.
Did you know he went to Harvard?
I believe it.
Tom Morello has a degree from Harvard.
I've seen Morello on fucking Bill Maher and shit like that, like, talking
I'm
politics.
sorry for Tom Morello for going on that scumbag show.
I know.
That piece of shit, pothead Zio cunt bag.
Yeah, I know. He's
That motherfucker is. What did I just watch with him? He interviewed Billy
with
Joel.
his little talk show thing in his basement or whatever. No.
Yes, but it's a special
Where they're
episode.
drinking and smoking.
Did you watch the Billy Joel documentary on HBO?
No.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
It's incredible. And we finished it last night. And so he got Billy to go in there, and Billy is like a New York guy, and he's like, no bullshit. He's not interested in any of the speculative crap. He just shuts Bill down a million times over. When he tries to, yeah, he just shuts him up, because Bill just talks over everybody, kind of like Billy Corgan, who's
Bill Maher's been getting shut down a lot because Bill Burr was on there, shut him down.
Oh yeah.
And Winkler, Henry Winkler, shut him down too.
Henry Winkler shut him down. And the only time he never got shut down was when he was on with John Hamm, because he wanted to suck his dick so bad that he never interrupted John. Did you notice that? He never interrupted John Hamm on that show. It was so weird. I'm like, I think you're his bitch, because he's so normally Marr just tramples over everybody.
Right.
And he tried to do it with Billy, and Billy wasn't having it at all.
Yeah.
And it was actually there's some, and I hate to say it, I agreed with Bill Maher on a bunch of stuff about a bunch of records that Billy's done, and I thought it was pretty cool. And then
just because he's wrong about certain things doesn't mean he's wrong about everything.
No. But like, I really want to hate Bill Maher now, because I hated Religulous as a movie, because I was like, he picked and chose Catholicism to use that as the kind of bullet point for hating religion.
Super anti-Islam, like anything to do with Arab Islam.
Yeah,
Muslim,
he's super Islamophobic.
He despises it.
Yeah. So, and like, he's barely a Jew. I think he's kind of like, like a quarter Jewish.
He's not, yeah, I mean, he's not.
He's
not religious in any.
No, he's not. And then if you watch, who was the director of Religious? The same guy that directed Borat. Forgive me for not knowing it. What is that guy's name? He directed Borat and Bruno, two amazing, really funny films.
Sure.
And worked with Larry David, worked on Seinfeld. He basically talks. There's a great new interview with him where he talks about where he just, him and Bill Maher just kind of left the page. They were no longer on the same page at all, Eddie says Tom Morello introduced the members of Tool together. There would be no Tool without Tom.
True.
Well,
I did not know
that wouldn't affect me in any way, because
it wouldn't affect you. I think
I hate that band.
Oh, I love Tool.
Get a singer.
I love Tool. Ugh. They have a great singer. I love Tool.
I don't get James Maynard Ferguson.
I love them. Danny Carey.
Everybody loves that guy. Like,
he played with Rush. He played with Rush.
I know he didn't do a good job though. Why he fucked up?
Well, how could you ever fill those shoes?
You couldn't. You
couldn't. Don't bother.
America is infected with Rockefeller disease.
Oh, wow.
Ouch. Funny Zionist films. Borat is of course it is. It's the end of the day. Of course.
It is.
Isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, of course it is. And Bill Maher has a
Still funny.
it's still funny because, like, you know what, like they are privately laughing at stuff,
Yeah.
but at the same time, we can still laugh at it,
Yes.
which is really, really funny. How do I get out of this? Oh, there's like I hate what StreamYard has done with the symbols on the bottom. Isn't
Oh,
it
shit.
annoying? Now that I've been a week
Yeah.
away, because now there's a thing that says leave studio. I'm like, don't put that on the bottom.
Yeah.
It used to be only on the top. You know? It's so ridiculous. Bill Maher took Zappa's idea for a talk show. Yeah, Bill Maher is
Christian the Fox.
it's like Billy Corgan.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I like that. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
You know who the worst?
Do you like
talk
Zappa?
show-
You like Zappa talking? Do you ever watch Zappa?
I love
speak?
Zappa talking.
Yeah, it's
I do.
fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Because what a super intellect.
Oh my god, he's so great.
And
He's like 30 years ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I mean, do I enjoy his music? No, not at all.
He's pretty wild. There's
It's
a
like-
lot though. There's a lot.
There's a lot, and
broad scope.
you know, I also
Mothers of
don't.
Invention.
I don't enjoy the way. I don't enjoy the way Steve Vai plays guitar. I don't enjoy what's his face. Terry Bozzio plays drums. It's too much. I just think it's overreach. But that's cool. I don't get me wrong. I think Terry Bozzio is one of the best in the business. However, like Missing Persons was more fun for me because I enjoyed the songs. Whereas Zappa, you had to be like a crazy prog jazz lunatic in order to roll with that guy because he was so beyond everybody's realm of musicality. He was like Stravinsky in a rock and roll format. It was nuts, you know.
Yeah.
But I like a lot of Zappa shit. I like the Slime, and I like
no singing, no music, no singing, only dancing. They're all
dancing.
Yeah,
that shit's fun. I mean, it's fun. And he
Muffin
was so
Man.
Muffin Man
was great.
I mean, I don't know if what was
and
the name
also
of that
just full albums of guitar solos. You know, full records. Just let's just have a guitar solo over the band. Just like, why do we wait like halfway through a song for a guitar solo? Let's just guitar part 1, guitar part 2. You know, just
and guitar part 2.
I think what Steve Vai learned from him. This is just a guess. Steve Vai, I think, is just super genius. But
no doubt about it.
I think what he learned from him more than anything is to wander around down in the low notes, because guitarists tend to head up they get excited and they head up the fretboard, right? But like, do you know how to play a solo on the low E string?
Likely no.
No, and the fucking Zappa was a genius with that, and the SG, man. Fucking beautiful. I love an SG.
Well, now that's what Dweezil plays exclusively now. By the way, Dweezil is one of the greatest guitar players I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
You ever see him play Van Halen?
He's not a great actor. Do you remember him in Carlito's Way?
Yeah, it's terrible.
He's like, we're trying to play a game here, man. We're trying to...
He was very handsome.
It's not going to interrupt your game.
He had matinee idol looks, you know. He because of who he was, and because Frank was such good friends with Edward, when Dweezil was an aspiring young man, Eddie used to come over to his house and give him guitar lessons. So Eddie Van Halen was his guitar teacher, and he gave him all his guitars as a kid. He's got all the original, like the black and white striped guitar and the Explorer. He's got all those guitars. They were all given to him as gifts because they lived down the road from each other. And I don't think I've seen anybody play Van Halen as good as Dweezil.
You know what? Rufus is right. Captain Beefheart was behind a lot of that.
Sure.
Captain Beefheart was definitely behind a lot of that kind of movement. Yeah.
Yeah. And now we're talking about Zappa, which is really outside.
Yeah, like Panel Pairs onto Mahavishnu Orchestra.
Yeah, sure. I have all those records, but you have them, and by the way, Asheen has them too. You know, like it's like let's talk about Friday night in San Francisco. Let's talk about, like, you know, Mediterranean sunset and all that shit. I mean, listen, there comes a point in every musician's life where they have to listen to McLaughlin. I'll have a funny story about John McLaughlin. So where I grew up in Jamaica, Queens, about 5 blocks away was this street, and everybody knew that's where the Sri Chinmoy lived. Now, Sri Chinmoy was a cult, and it was run by a guy named Sri Chinmoy. He's an Indian guy, but there was a lot of musicians. Santana was into it. McLaughlin was into it. God knows who else was into it. But all the houses that were part of the cult had to be painted in this robin's egg blue. So you would know that these are the people that were part of the thing. Anyway, we used to hang out because Jamaica High School was right here. And then we'd hang out at the like little candy store on the corner. And we'd go there every day. And we used to see John McLaughlin come in and get a pack of cigarettes every fucking day. And I was the only guy who knew who he was. And I used to talk to him on 164th Street and 87th Avenue. And he was in that cult for a while. And him and Carlos Santana eventually left. But it was very, like those guys in Queens. Queens is the weirdest place. The Trumps, the Cuomos, John McLaughlin. God knows, I got too many stories.
John Williams.
But I didn't know him, thank God. My God. Amazing John Williams. Incredible, right? Incredible stuff. Yeah, it's good stuff. I think we should probably call it a day, right? We're almost 3 hours
let's
in.
do it.
Yeah, this is a great show, guys. Oh my God, look at the wait a second. Did I miss some super chats? I did. Oh my God.
Hit him.
I did. Paz with another $5. Oh, wait, no, I got them all. Okay. Ever see the Arch of Titus? I missed that one. So it caused some serious cognitive. I'm going to give you a big bang boom because I do that for everybody. I would never miss it. Thank you, Paz. And let's go through all the amazing people. First of all, thanks to all the incredible people that wrote me and talked about this week for going into jail. And thanks so much for all your support, everybody who PayPal'd me. But also tonight, Andrew, Nathaniel, Steve Mac 3, Andrew again, Carolyn Marson, the Franchise Club, JHB, John Power. Did I get that? Welcome back. Were you back? Oh, I did. Thank you so much, Gabory. Amazing. Scotty H, Steve O. Thank you so much. The Franchise Club again. Paz, Tim Wright and friends. Franchise Club, thanks for supporting tonight. Circular Drama, motherfuckers. Eddie, $50. JBB, Send No Money, Chairman Mao. Sharon, hello, beautiful baby. It's so great to see you, Paz. Scotty H, Mo. I know you don't love me, but whatever. You love me one day. James M, 190. Fucking crazy, James M. J's. I'm gonna give you another big bang boom for that. I'm gonna give you what do I have for this? I'm gonna give you a little. Because that's mental. Travis, $20. Thank you, Travis. Welcome back. Glad I didn't drop the soap. I dropped the soap for you, though, bitch, because you're handsome. Past $5 and past $5 again. Thanks, everybody, for that. This was a really super duper fun show. This was fun. It was fun to be back, and I'm grateful to everybody. Why is that not going on?
You should consider doing Saturdays. Like
you think so?
Late show Saturday. People seem to be in the mood for it. They show up.
Yeah,
I had a decent crowd tonight too, and I did a big long thing.
You had a huge night last night, though,
and I did one again tonight. Just with my
last night was a very you were getting super chatted up the wazoo, baby.
I did fine. They covered everything.
Yeah, I was like, you were like, I think that might have covered the room. Like that more than covered your room. I was like watching that. I was like, holy shit, he's doing really great.
Yeah,
it was a really good show. I enjoyed it. It was really long, so obviously I didn't watch the whole
I'm thinking about like maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, just like showing up in a new Italian town and letting everyone know like 30 minutes ahead or an hour ahead, like where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Just walking around it.
Well, look at where you are. Now,
I could just jump on a train and just go anywhere.
Why don't you go do I have a special request.
Sure.
Go do it, Trieste.
Yes, yeah. But I've already done a video, a big video. I could hit Turin. I've never done Turin.
I've never done Turin either. But like maybe if you did a walkabout in
Turin is fucking incredible town. Incredible.
Oh, I've been there. What am I at? Because you said Turin. I'm thinking to myself, the Shroud Torino. I've been there.
Torino.
I went to the fucking Maserati factory there, and we got a private tour.
Oh yes,
Paul's
nice.
family is all from Fano, but his aunt and his cousin was born in Torino because, and I know her husband watches the show, so hey.
Okay.
So Paul's aunt married a guy that was from Torino, so she
Okay.
lived there for about, I think they lived there for about 8 years, and Paul's cousin was born there. So we went there. We got to see like where they lived, and we got to go to the Maserati factory. I love Torino. What a great city, man.
You know,
Amazing.
I could jump on a train, go anywhere, you know, and just like show up and go, hey, I'm here, and walk around, grab a few drinks, meet some locals, just like I did in Bologna. Like your one took over, Veronica took over the fucking show, random person completely.
Sure.
And then I wound up with all those lads afterwards. One of them has a big vineria there. He makes crazy natural wines. Like, I'm not into natural wines, but he was very
Orange wine,
interesting.
shite.
I don't know about orange, but
Oh,
yeah, I
geez.
know it's a fad. But he's an interesting guy, and he was like, "You should come to, you know, I'll invite you along, and you can bring your cameras and so on."
Oh,
Maybe I'll
cool.
do that. But that could happen in any town, you know. You're walking around with a camera and you get talking to people.
Oh yeah.
You know.
What kind of, is there any, I don't even know this. Is there any ferry service from Venice to, like, you know, across the Adriatic?
I'm sure there is, but
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know about that. Like, probably it's a major, obviously it's one of the most major ports in the history of
Listen, I
history.
love, if you're talking about Trieste, I love Trieste. I did a massive episode in Trieste, so it's not like Trieste hasn't been covered.
No,
It's
but
been
it's just been covered.
covered.
But I'm just talking about, like, maybe, like, you know, go to Split, or
Oh,
go
go over
to
there. Sure,
Rovine,
sure, sure,
or,
sure.
you know, like
Yeah.
Dubrovnik. Dubrovnik is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's all within reach.
So
I'm just
with it.
saying that might be interesting for people. People
Oh.
tend to like the shows
Yeah.
that I, you know, wander around the cities
You
randomly.
mix it up, man. They love
Yeah,
that because it's
so-
interesting. Listen, it gets boring
And
after a
I'm
while.
thinking, like, if you know, if they cover my hotel and my train ticket, fuck it, great. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Nathaniel, you showed up so late. I could have taken the ferry to Split. Do you know it's 9 hours from Italy?
Yeah, it's slow overnight.
It's 9 hours.
Probably has
Because
cars on it. And stuff.
Ancona, which is going to be like our whatever base to go wherever we want to go by boat, it takes 8 hours to get to Split. I'm like, all right. But you know what? I'm looking forward to maybe an overnight ferry trip. You know, hitting the bar, the shitty restaurant, the terrible berths. You know, that might be really fun to do too, you know?
Yeah.
You know, the Adriatic is a wonderful place, man. It's very interesting. And maybe the sickest sunsets I've ever seen in the history of my life. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
The Dubrovnik sunsets, I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. It was just like a big orange ball on a big blue sea. It was magical stuff. So yeah, definitely. So thanks, everybody. So it was a great show. Thanks so much. 3 hours in, 6 to now. And I can't thank you enough. It was fun to get out of jail. It was fun to come back on the show. And yeah, guys, I'm going to do a very early episode of Mass tomorrow, probably 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I've got to go to John from Hitman's retirement party tomorrow. And that's at 2 p.m, way out on Long Island. So I have to leave at a reasonable clip. So I will be joining you guys early. I'll post the thumbnail later tonight. It'll probably be around 10 a.m. New York Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So that's, you know, mid-afternoon for you guys over in Europe. So yeah, so that's what I'll be doing tomorrow.
Mark from Brooklyn says, thanks, Habibi.
You're welcome.
I love that. Habibi.
Habibi. Yeah, Irish rhubarb wine was one of the greatest wines I've ever had. And pass.
Ooh,
God,
boy.
when you're Irish, you grow up, everything is rhubarb. I've asked people about rhubarb, and they're like, "What's that?" I'm like,
They don't even know.
They don't even know what rhubarb is. You never had a strawberry rhubarb pie in your life? Like,
Grew
what's
up with
that?
stuff. We had it in our garden.
Everybody had roots everywhere.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do. It's toxic shit too. You got to be careful with it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you gotta.
guys, thank you very, very much. Thanks for everybody for coming on in. It's almost 9 o'clock at night, and I can't thank you enough for all the kind stuff. Thanks, Ush. Thanks for all the
Yeah,
fun
man.
stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll post the thumbnail. I'm gonna do an early show tomorrow so I can cover the Gallery of Bastards. I have a lot to catch up on. You guys have sent me a lot of pictures. Of course, this format is not the best place to do it, but I'll do it tomorrow. And I miss you all. I'll see you then. Until then, remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And whatever you do, remember, do not post pictures of Melania Trump naked. Whatever you do. Because
Don't
no
do
matter or not whether or not she's the nicest person in the world, the people behind her are total cunts.